This episode of Three Dude Cast is brought to you by Roger Sick Bastard, eminent and strangely repulsive founder of Sick Bastard Enterprises.
The Three Dude Podcast. I just stole Ben's intro.
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
I stole Ben's opening.
Oh, man.
Look at me.
I'm going to sue for custody.
You have to duel now. You guys know that's the law. You have to duel now.
Yeah, we don't have a standard opening, but yours sounds the best. So.
Well, it does. It's a lot better than
what's going on?
Check.
I would check. Is the microphone working?
I would just like to comment really quick about how your man boobs are making Biggie look like some kind of horrible orc.
I got the big. Oh, dude! All right, you know what? Let me
noticing my titties a lot.
Let me hop into this here. I'm personally fucked because all my shirts just show my belly right underneath.
Yeah, I know. Welcome to my fucking world, dude.
They just ride up.
I went specifically because I was going out of town and just bought 8 t-shirts in 2 bags at Walmart.
Yeah.
Because all my shirts do the same thing.
Yeah, they just ride up. You got to get tall. If you go to it's a little bit more, but if you go to the fat guy section in any store,
not the big section, but the tall section.
The tall section.
See, I feel better about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although I'm not in the fat guy section, I'm in the tall guy section.
Although I had to buy a shirt yesterday that was a 3XBT, meaning 3 extra big, extra tall.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
Extra. Wait, isn't extra big and extra tall just?
Well, I am extra big. So.
Well, no, see that sort of makes me think of like Dom DeLuise or like Louis Anderson levels of
short and tubby. Yeah, no.
Right.
No, you know what? I don't think it's really extra big. I think they're just saying that because I have to buy a 3X.
Yeah.
I am extra big. So they're,
just decided
they're
for
just
you.
assuming that I'm a big, fat, worthless piece of human garbage.
Oh,
so.
Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Walmart,
Target.
wherever.
Much obliged.
It does make me feel bad when I think about it.
Yeah.
I have like tons and tons of shirts that I love and I can't wear them because if I so much as shrug my shoulders, my belly just pops out the bottom of them.
Yeah. And
I've done the thing, this is a real fat guy thing, I don't know if you guys ever do this, where I've got a little bit of my shirt in my thumb, like my thumb's in a little pocket of my shirt, and I got my thumb in my pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Just to hold my shirt down over my fat belly.
Oh, yeah, I do that.
I get the problem where I get pants that are just a hair too loose and a belt that I have to tighten too far. And like
I put a notch in mine today.
Did you?
Yeah, so it stops razor blading that spot under my belly.
It's hard to
have a permanent welt
You know what,
there.
man? You gotta. That's why I'm actually waiting for winter because you can get on the suspenders train.
You got to care for your fupa,
right?
man.
Yeah,
you
take care of that
gotta
fupa.
baby that fupa. Baby your fupa.
Yeah, no. If it's suspenders season, I'm gonna be happy because I could put a t-shirt on, put my suspenders on, put a shirt on over top of that, and then no one has to know that I'm a huge fat dork.
And just hang out in a pumpkin patch all day, and no one will think it's weird.
No, I'm all aboard the suspenders train.
Yeah.
I lost control of my life. Sometime right around the time that I asked for sweatpants for Christmas, I'm like, fuck, you know what? I'm not trying anymore.
Why bother pretending?
Why bother? Who am I trying for?
You know, I got some sweatpants in the garage.
Yeah.
I just put those on.
Put that shit on, man.
Yeah.
I got a wardrobe built of basketball shorts and sweatpants.
Yeah, dude.
Let's fucking do this
real
shit.
Good. Yeah. No, I seriously did put a notch in my belt today.
Did you?
I didn't even have the thing. You know, you have the thing that you pound a hole into your belt with?
Yeah.
Like a punch?
Yeah, the belt punch, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't find mine, so I just took scissors to it angrily for like a while.
I mean, that's how you do. I would have done a screwdriver personally.
Yeah.
That might have been easier.
Yeah, I had a small screwdriver. I just couldn't get into it.
That might have.
I probably should have hit it with a drill and a screw.
That would have done it.
Yeah, I'll go right through that bad boy.
Yeah.
Fat guy tips from the 3 dudes.
Yep.
Anyway, how you doing?
Good. It's well, I guess we should get going here. It's Tuesday. That means it's Dude's Day. Now I threw my opening into it. Yeah. How about that?
It's Tuesday. That means it's Tuesday.
I'm Chris. You can call me the Great Fatsby.
I'm Drog. You can call me a tale of two titties.
That's That's good.
I'm Slam. You can call me the catcher in the thighs.
Yeah, there we go. That was successful.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
feel like we don't do that every week just because we're not good at coming up with shit for this.
You know what? Those take a while.
Really hard to do. Yeah.
Whenever we were doing the YouTube show and I had to think of one, it would take me like I'd spend like
Hours.
half an hour in the episode, and then I'd be walking around for 45 minutes going, "What the fuck do I put for this?"
Yeah, it's hard, dude. I know more than once we've overused the same joke on the YouTube show.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
it's really hard to come up with that shit week by week.
Wonder what the hell the dog's
What is
freaking
your
out about.
dog barking
Should I just
at?
go look at that?
Go look at what the dog's
I'm gonna
barking.
make sure
at.
we're not getting mugged, okay?
Yeah, we're
good.
probably fine.
Go check that out.
It's probably fine.
In the meantime, you've done why you're personally fucked
Yeah.
this week. I wanted to bring something up that is again not super topical, not super current, but it occurred to me the other day that it's however many years post Honey Boo Boo, and child beauty pageants have still not been outlawed.
Or child booty
Or
pageants.
child booty
Yeah,
pageants.
like,
Talk about child booty pageants?
I love child booties.
No, not really though.
Yeah, that's a Roger Sick Bastard thing.
Yeah, those still have not been banned. I don't understand how.
I know.
France banned them a while back.
Yeah, and they
gross.
should. And they're gross.
They're
and,
gross.
They're gross.
Pedo bait.
Yeah.
It's really fucking weird.
Is there a reason that this came to mind, or just in general this sucks?
It just occurred to me the other day. I was like, it was just a random thought that occurred to me. Like, man, child beauty pageants are still a thing.
Man,
Why are they still a thing?
Man, that's gross.
It is gross.
Now, on the flip side of that, an ex-girlfriend of mine used to do child beauty pageants, and she had nothing but the highest things to say about that.
Well, I'm sure it was not bad for her if she really wanted to do it.
She really wanted to do it. She didn't have a mom who was crazy and screaming at her.
Sure.
She said it was really rewarding for her when she was in middle school. When she was in high school, she got some scholarships, and you know what I mean. Like it was a cool thing that she got to do. And she did it her whole life. And she said for her personally, it was never. You know what I mean? Like
exploitative.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She didn't have crazy people screaming at her
Yeah.
when she was a small child to do
So
it.
when the parents make the kids do it, that's where it's pretty awful, right?
Right, yeah. She fortunately did not have to go through that.
Yeah, that or when it's like putting your 5-year-old in a fucking bikini and
Yeah,
putting
that's
makeup
fucking
all over her.
gross. Can we
is
not do
weird.
that yet? She did not do that. I know that much.
Right.
Yeah, it just creeps me out. The
Yeah,
whole idea.
it's weird that people will go through that. No, I agree. That's a thing that needs to die. I don't even know why that's a thing in the first place. Mm-hmm. You know what? And I had a why we're fucked, but it's not very good. So let's just stay in the same vein when we're talking about that. Can we just stop with clowns forever?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
What an archaic form of
What an
entertainment for stupid people.
Right, I know. Like, woo, yeah.
Oh, he's juggling these.
Oh, he's pulling a rope out of his mouth. That keeps going.
Oh God, he's got 31 dead kids buried under his floorboards. Oh man,
he pretended to trip and fall.
Hell yeah! Oh, he's smoking pot in the van before he comes out to the birthday party.
Now, see, clowns are not. To me, clowns have never been like scary or
No, they don't
anything.
scare me. They're
But
just stupid.
They invade your personal space and they're super irritating.
Yeah, they're annoying. So like, I'm not afraid of clowns, and I don't get unsettled very easily by stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I would wager that probably most of the women in our lives are creeped out by clowns. I noticed that most women are like deathly afraid of clowns. for
Really?
some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, it does seem kind of common, doesn't
At least
it?
the women I know. I'm not afraid of clowns. I just think it's a dumb thing. Like,
They unsettle me a little bit because it's like anyone with a smile painted on
Right.
their face,
It's still
they're lying to you.
it's still at least a time honored form of entertainment versus the I would argue the worst permutation of clowns,
Sorry.
which is edgy psycho clowns.
Oh god.
Which, you know, like how like everyone knows one jackass on Facebook who has had at one point a profile picture of the Joker saying like, you know, you don't want to get my psycho side out, you know, like
shut up. Fuck up.
Yeah, I just want everyone to know I'm real messed up, you know?
Right. Yeah, no.
It's that kind of shit.
but maybe like a smiley face to show that I like jokes and stuff.
No, it's time to put the clowning thing to bed.
My mom
it's
has
not
got a freak.
1909 anymore.
We have better things to
Well,
do.
there's better things to do.
Yeah.
Circuses are gone. Like, let's be like, like everybody. I remember there were some people on my Facebook page that were like, "Oh no, P.T. Barnum closed down their circus," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Good. Who the fuck goes to the circus? Like, this is 2017. What are you still going to the circus for? Like,
Yeah, you have a phone.
you have Netflix. What are you doing? You're right.
What the fuck you need to walk around in the dirt smelling animal shit
That's
for?
what I'm saying. Like, God, what do you want to be in that sad, depressing place for? It's bad enough going to the fucking zoo.
Yeah.
Like, just, God.
And then just being like essentially robbed at gunpoint for anything you want to buy.
Why would you ever go out? You could go home, drink a beer, jerk off, and go to bed.
That's again.
Why would you do anything else but that all the time?
I'm starting to think this is just our official philosophy.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
But really,
Just drink a beer, go to bed, jerk off. Not in that order.
not in that order.
Not
no.
in that order.
No,
Yeah.
you-
No, you want to be awake when you're jerking off.
preferably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to know it happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a reason we're fucked.
Why?
We are fucked because we missed what was almost definitely the coolest time to grow up in America, and it was the 60s.
Yeah, absolutely.
This weekend, Christy and I went to her family reunion in Peru, Indiana. And we, that's the place. Peru, Indiana, which is actually a really nice little small town. And we were talking to all these people in her family.
Were any of them Sherpas?
Not a one.
Nary a Sherpa.
Nary a Sherpa.
Nigh on a Sherpa.
Andes everywhere.
Yeah.
Nor any a Sherpa to find.
And having talked to them, they were telling us all these stories about growing up and just like the crazy shit that they got away with.
Yeah, I know. How great. I remember my dad told me one time it was the first time I went out to California to visit my family out there before he moved. And we were sitting around, I was like 17, and we were sitting around on my aunt's patio drinking a whole bunch of wine and just telling stories to each other. You know what I mean? And my dad, I remember dad telling stories about the 60s, and I remember he just looked at me and he went, I told him actually first, man, I feel like I was born in the wrong time. And he looked at me and he said, it was a great time to be alive. You know, like, and that seems to be the consensus from everybody who grew up in the 60s. It was the time to be alive.
Well,
and-
people didn't take shit as seriously.
Right.
I always think about that Raoul Duke monologue from Fear and Loathing.
Yeah.
where he you know, he talks about what, you know, just being in that time and then having it all just you know, being forced to watch it all kind of fade away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you could see all the reasons that it faded away. You know, you could see all these incidents one after the other that just reminded people that things weren't innocent and things weren't safe, and people started looking at each other a little differently.
Yeah.
You know, but the one story that the one guy told me, I'll give you the short version of it. Is I'm pretty sure. But he took a car out for a spin, someone else's car, and realized that he always left his keys in the ignition.
Yeah.
So one night he just took it. He just grabbed the guy's Jeep, put his wife in the Jeep, and what the hell is the dog freaking out about? Anyway,
All right, go ahead.
they get in the Jeep, they just take off and go like 5 states away. I think they ended up in, I can't remember if they ended up, they were going from Oklahoma, they ended up in Michigan.
Yeah.
And he calls him the next day, and it's just like, you know, he tells him he's got the Jeep, and the guy tells him, well, don't go anywhere for a minute because there's like a 5-state, you know, APB out.
Oh, holy shit.
For my Jeep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but like that was the. I mean, you could do shit like that,
Right, you can get away
and
with
not end up in jail for years.
I remember my dad told me a story about him and his cousin Tommy. They were coming home from golfing one evening, and they were drunk. And
Sure.
Tommy had just bought a brand new '69 Mustang. And this would have been, I guess, probably right before Dad shipped out for the Corps. And they were coming home from golfing, and what the hell is that?
I think you're hearing the dog still. I'm so
This is
sorry to
weird.
the listener.
This is weird.
The faucet is definitely running.
Oh no, that's the AC kicking on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, weird.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Spooky, scary.
I'm pretty damn sure of
I
it.
don't know. Ooh. Wow.
I mean, I hear the blower going. This has got to be so annoying for the listener.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
apologize.
Strange things are afoot. in
Strange
Castle
things are
Dude.
afoot.
Dude Manor.
Casa del Dude.
Yeah, that's the AC.
Okay.
Hearing the AC going. See, you know how I know this? Is because I frequently poop down here.
Nice.
Yeah. So I know all these
Right.
spooky sounds.
So anyway, they were. What?
Now is someone knocking on the window?
This might be Alec.
Oh.
Is it Alec?
Hey.
Hey!
Oh, shit. All right. I guess I'm going to go get the
Maybe that's why the dog's freaking out.
Maybe that's why.
Wait, Alex just over?
He said he was he might stop by later.
Oh, okay.
But so anyway, they're driving home from this golf. Sorry, this is a weird episode, guys. So they're driving home from this golf course, and he just bought this brand new Mustang, and they've been drinking, and they're underage.
Like you do.
Yeah, right. Like exactly like you do. And they're driving home from I think Meander Golf Course at the time, and they're running over the train tracks. There's a big set of train tracks. If you've ever been in Youngstown by Meander Golf Course, there's a set of tracks that come up to like what I can only describe as a vert ramp for a skate park. They just plateau up here.
I think I know the tracks that you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they floor it. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's going on?
Bring tidings of beer.
Yes.
Fucking
Hey,
hey.
welcome on.
There you go, fella. There you go,
Drop by. Everybody say hi to Alec from last week, guys.
Hello.
Hey, woo! So yeah, they're flying up over this vert ramp of a train track at like 90 miles an hour. They just floor it in this brand new Mustang and hit the train tracks and catch air. And if you know anything about, especially those older cars, you know anything about those, they're front heavy. It's like really front heavy.
Yeah.
It's not the Dukes of Hazzard where like you fly up and then you land on all fours and keep going.
Yeah.
So they ramp this Mustang up and then it just plummets down nose
my
first.
God.
And he said it hit the right tire and just smashed the right tire up into the engine block.
Oh, God.
And they hit the ground and he's trying to straighten it out, but the tire's bent up into the
my
block. So he's like trying to straighten it out and they end up like rolled into a ditch. And he said they both crawl out of the car and it's smoking and they walk out onto the street and they're drunk and they're looking at the car, they're looking at the wreckage and they look at each other and just laugh and just like just fall over laughing like completely. They had to have the highway patrol pull them out of the ditch and then tow the car, but he totaled this brand new car, like just completely ramping it up. But yeah,
I heard someone else tell a similar story to me once. Just about buying a car and then just wrecking it that.
why not?
Right then.
They were $4,000, so who gives a shit,
right.
Who fucking
Yeah,
cares?
who can do this shit anymore?
Right, you can't.
Just saw pictures. Someone just drove off the wall with a brand new Honda Civic Type R. Like,
The
38,000.
yeah,
Oh my
the
God.
$40,000 ones.
yeah, got sandwiched between two cars. The front and rear was destroyed.
God.
It's
Didn't
almost,
even-
it borders on depressing,
No,
doesn't
it
it?
does.
I would love to have that car, but I'm not going to spend that kind of money on a Civic. No,
Yeah, right.
absolutely not. Go to the SI model right below it.
Yeah,
Same car for
save 10 grand.
right, exactly. But yeah, no, it would have been a great time to be alive. I think.
I think it was the best time. I really do. Like, that's. Now everyone takes everything so seriously. I
Right.
really do think you could fuck around a little bit back then.
Right.
Without going to prison forever.
Yeah, yeah, you could. I mean, well, like you think about the '60s just in general. You know, everybody was taking drugs.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? That's
great.
That generation is the reason that, like, I don't know, at this time, 70% of Americans have smoked pot, and they're like, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
yeah. But then the other thing is, the same guy who told me this story told me, now, you're not going to believe this. He says, I've never smoked a cigarette. I've never smoked pot. Never done any drugs. I've never drank a beer. And I'm like, what is going on? And he says, and I've never drank coffee. And I went, shut up. It's like, how is that that possible? I could buy everything up till coffee.
Yeah, come on. Nobody under the age of 35 doesn't drink coffee.
This dude
come
just,
on.
he just
Come
didn't
on.
do
Or
anything.
something like an energy drink,
Like
something.
he wasn't out one night, slightly tired, maybe a little curious. His
Yeah,
body's
right.
changing. Just wanted to
Yes.
experiment with some radical Java. Or
He goes into a Circle K with a long overcoat
Yeah.
pulled up over his neck. He goes, "Yeah, you guys have a coffee?"
Yeah, it's right over there.
What? A coffee? Yeah, there's a machine right there.
Quiet.
No, it would have been the time. Yeah, I don't know. And not that we're advocating the use of drugs and alcohol on this show.
No, we would never do
We would
that.
never openly advocate that on recording. Never.
Never. Not
Never.
once have we?
Not that any of us have ever done that.
Certainly not.
Certainly not.
I don't even want to entertain the idea.
No.
No, this
never.
is not a beer and not a balloon of acid.
Right, never. I've never done anything like that in my life.
Well, I've never.
I guess they let that hang there
Never.
for a minute.
Well, I've never inhaled.
Yeah, never. Not once. Not once.
Now, once I'm
I'll
actually
take it a step. I've never exhaled.
I'm actually clinically dead right now.
No, great time to be alive, man.
Yeah,
It's
truly why we're fucked is that now everything's just too.
everything
damn
sucks. You can't get away with anything.
Nah. America just got like beat over and over again
Right.
since the 60s, just like shit where they're like, oh, okay, so the world's real bad and real scary and dangerous. Our president has a hole in the head and now he's dead. And
Yeah.
like, you know, like just all this shit that like made people realize,
I know.
it's not an innocent world.
Right.
We can't be
Yeah.
fucking around.
And yet the rest of the world doesn't seem to have as much of an issue with it as like I don't know. Americans to me seem like we seem like we're a paranoid people.
Yeah.
Yes.
We really do.
Yeah.
Compared to the way other people from other nations kind of conduct themselves.
Sure.
I think it's partly the things that happened to us and partly the way that we talked about them. Our collective conversation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I completely
We
changed.
definitely spooked ourselves out.
We're too scared.
Yeah.
It's pretty spooky.
It's pretty it's the
Don't you
spookiest
think?
place in the world.
That's pretty spooky.
It's super spooky.
Don't you think?
Oh,
All right, let me get my cigar ready for.
Yep, don't.
Oh, I don't want to reveal it too
spoil
soon.
it.
I don't want to spoil it
Don't
too soon.
spoil it.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
I want to know, yeah.
Ooh, it's already cut for me. Ooh. Oh, nope, never mind. No, it's not. Actually,
Just
I
a
might,
very squared pack.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
might,
is. It's
I
very
might want
weird.
to punch this, actually.
Yeah, you might. I don't know, do we even have a punch?
Do you have a why we're fucked this week, Alec?
Not really, no.
Yeah, that's all right.
Well, that's good. I say you got beer in hand and
there's a razor
everything's
blade.
happy.
That might work.
There you go.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I can actually do this.
I mean, I don't know. You want... I don't know what the most ideal tool is for that.
I have some golf tees in the car. That'll
this
probably
little teeny
work.
blade. One of these guys. This is great radio.
This is awesome. This is great audio for the podcast. Everybody's enjoying the hell out
This
of
is
this.
a pretty small blade.
That'll
Take
work.
that
Yeah,
right
I'll
through
probably cut some on there.
Wait,
Yeah.
is that a nail file?
That's a money clip with a blade and a nail file.
Nice.
That's the blade side.
Swiss Army money clip.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is a good place to take a break before we get into the topic
Yes,
this week.
let's.
So we'll be back in just a little bit. We'd like to thank our new sponsor, Roger Sick Bastard, for sponsoring this podcast this week.
Roger's
Great guy once you get to know him.
Yeah, he's totally not,
Also, that's a complete lie.
Yeah, he's pretty disgusting.
he's pretty horrible.
Foul.
Yep. Check out his new shit-themed amusement park, Shitland.
Dick's always hanging out when you talk to him.
Just a gross individual.
Yeah.
Just
If it helps, just visualize the palest man you can with a handlebar mustache lying naked on a bearskin rug.
Right.
It makes you green
Yeah.
his dick.
That's it. Right.
Like it's a whole different person.
But he's got a whole bunch of money and he's sponsoring us. So now
Yeah.
we don't have to worry about, you know,
Yeah.
ever since our mailroom clerk mysteriously disappeared under
There's a real shame
circumstances.
about him. What was his name again?
gives a shit?
I already forget.
Jackie, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Tony.
Schmegma. Yeah, Schmegma.
That was it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I called him. Yeah. So yeah, ever since he's gone, you know, this is Roger Sick Bastard's really filled the void. I'm sitting on a solid gold bar stool.
Yeah.
Right. Or a ball stool.
I've got a
bar stool
and a second stool for your balls.
Yeah. Ball stool.
It's a very short little stool that comes off the bar stool.
Unless There's a little scrotum ottoman.
Yeah, scrotum in.
It was really nice of him, but it was just kind of weird when he asked us all to try it out and see how it fit.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable.
Very
But
uncomfortable.
It is nice to have a little bit of a budget now.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
Thanks, Roger.
Yeah.
We like you. We think.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll be back in just a moment with the topic of the week and Schmorpin and Dorpin.
Yay! Get the schmurber to derby.
Hello, I'm Roger Sick Bastard. I'm the owner and proprietor of Roger Sick Bastard Enterprises, an LLC corporation. And I'm here to tell you today that I am now sponsoring the Three Dude Podcast. Not because I need the attention, not because I'm running for public office, but because I'm rich, and I have lots of money. Which is another way of saying I'm rich. Very rich. You might remember me from some of my famous enterprises like Shitland, the fecal-themed amusement park. Or Roger Sick Bastard presents Incest, the musical, a Roger Sick Bastard production by Roger Sick Bastard, written and directed by Roger Sick Bastard, and starring Colin Quinn. I decided to choose the Three Dude Podcast because it seemed like a great venue for me to get across my message. And that message is that I'm rich. Very rich. I have so much money. As I'm speaking to you now, I'm sitting on a golden throne and the softest, most encompassing sheepskin cock ring that one can get, made from the finest of sheep's assholes. I'm just here to remind you that I'm not running for public office. I'm not advertising a product. What I am doing is letting you know that I am filthy rich. So rich, in fact, that I can dump money into my doomed-to-fail enterprises with reckless abandon. In future episodes, hosted by your beloved hosts, Colin, Donald, and Benji. Is that their names? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Chris, Dave, and Bert. I encourage you, throughout the course of your listening to this podcast, if you happen to hear any of my for sale items in any advertisement that I may place on this podcast, to visit my website, www.elbowdeepinaturkeysasshole.com, a Roger Sick Bastard Corporation website. Thank you for your time, and enjoy the show. Bitch. Oh, bitch. Scary word. Welcome back to the Three Dude Podcast. We're back.
Yeah.
Go on.
And
It's time for smoking and derping.
smurping and duping.
Smorping and duping. We got to come up with more of these.
Cleveland and steaming.
Shannon and Diego in.
Yeah, there you go.
Sharkin' and finnin'. I don't know. I got nothing.
Robert and Pattinson.
Scoobin' and Dubin.
All right. There's no.
We reached. I think we've reached the end. We'll come up with some.
We'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, Smorpin and Dorpin. This week I am Smorpin a. This is by a company that I don't usually like. It's a CAO cigar, and the make is called Flathead, which I just dropped on the floor and maybe split in half.
No, really?
No, we're okay. It's good. But yeah, it's pretty good so far. Usually I don't like these, but this is not so bad. So yeah, I'm smoking this thing. I just started it, and I'm drinking Miller Tall Boys because, yeah, Miller Tall Boys.
Yes. A staple of the Three Dude.
Yes.
When it's too early to natter day.
Very good, America. Miller time.
What are you smurping and derping there, Benjamin?
Well, I'm not schmurping anything this week. I neglected to go to the cigar store. I'm just giving myself a little break from cigars.
Yep.
But that means I get to jump back into my other vice, which
Yeah, you gotta have some of them, right?
is Dorpin. Yeah. Miller Lite.
Yeah. Miller Lite, drink it, you fucking animal.
We know you'll drink it. Fuck you.
I noticed yours is slightly stubby compared to Chris's.
Yes.
It is, but I purchased more of them.
Yes. See, that's the advantage. You get to feel like you're drinking more like a badass.
Yeah. I am schmorping this pipe right now, which I have not schmorped a pipe in some time.
That's the Gandalf pipe.
Yeah, Gandalf pipe. I love this pipe. I don't use it enough.
Is that the one that you got at the medieval fair? Mm-hmm. It's a good pipe.
You haven't really
I like it.
schmurped anything other than cigarettes the entire podcast.
Yeah, really.
This is a podcast in
This
which
might be a first.
in
for
which
the
I think
show.
you suggested smoking and drinking for it, and then haven't smoked anything else.
Yeah, it's
except
ridiculous.
that. Yeah,
12 episodes of Marlboro Edge.
right.
Yeah.
The non-smoker has smoked more different things on the show. He has diversified his smoking habit.
You are absolutely right.
So yeah,
Well,
this is
that's
good.
only because I'm a craven addict.
Well, yes, yes. You are. What kind of tobacco are you smoking?
This is this Colombian tobacco I don't know anything about, really. It just kind of popped up in the basement. Oh, I did set it down over there.
Oh,
Yeah, from some kind of, it's from Havana House.
Havana House. Christy bought
It says
Is that
fine
for-
tobacco, so
Oh, is that the one Christy bought?
who are we to call
Oh.
them liars?
I'll have to tell her that I enjoyed it, because I haven't tried it yet.
that. Yeah, it smells pretty good. So
Yeah, it's nice. It's a
Try
pretty
that out later.
nice round smoke. I enjoy it.
We
And,
we derping.
I am Dorfin this Rolling Rock again.
Yes,
from
from the
the-
Glassline tanks of Old Latrobe.
Yes.
They tender this premium beer as a tribute to my good taste.
33 or whatever.
Yeah, 33.
33.
Most good aphorisms or whatever
Yeah.
end in a number
Yeah,
randomly.
33.
Somewhere out there, someone is going to like die vomiting because from drinking too much Rolling Rock, and the number's gonna change to 34.
If anybody listening to the show knows exactly why the 33 is there,
I did a little research online, and the most I could find is that there are in fact 33 words in that pledge.
Okay.
And so it's most likely what that means.
but that doesn't.
It's weird.
It's got to be something above that.
Did someone with autism just put that on there?
Yeah, 33.
33 words. 33 words on the can. 33.
33.
It's also like in separate quotes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
33.
Because if you
maybe that was the year Rolling Rock started.
I don't think that's true.
On a similar note, 57 is on every bottle of Heinz.
Yeah, right.
There's quite a few more than just 57 varieties. if
Yes,
I'm
there
not
is.
mistaken.
Right,
They made
but-
57 sauce was their 57th sauce.
Yeah,
and it is
right.
delicious on all things pork.
That's a pretty good
Yeah,
sauce.
but
I'll raise you one there. Also good on beef.
Ooh.
And chicken.
well,
Hold on
it's
just a minute.
and you know what? It's good by itself.
It is. That's a great sauce.
Good in a shot glass.
$4 goddamn dollars a bottle.
I
It
was
better be
thinking
good.
full dinner glass, but no, shot glass works.
now the
Take my
reason
straight
though,
face.
as you said, they have more than 57 varieties.
Correct.
But the actual number of varieties they have, that number was considered by the company's founder to be unlucky, so he just arbitrarily changed it to 57.
57. Yeah.
No
hey,
shit.
all right. Hey, whatever worked for you, you old bastard.
Yeah, Heinz.
Also, if you tap the 57, that's how you get the.
Yes, exactly. That is
Everyone
a
says that.
famous.
That doesn't work for me.
It doesn't work for me because I don't use glass bottles since I'm not in the 1930s anymore.
Okay, yeah, but it probably
We have evolved to plastic,
Yeah, squeezy pop. Yeah.
and it works just fine.
I mean, you still got the, like, if you're in like a Denny's or something, it'll probably still got the glass bottles, and you just gotta tap the number.
Thing is about hitting the back end of the ketchup is that it all just comes out in one giant wad of
Yeah.
ketchup.
No, that's why you gotta-
So you do want to be careful.
You keep the lid on, give it a good thrust, and then just squeeze.
Give it a good thrust.
give it a good thrust and
Yeah.
squeeze.
the
Three dudes' advice.
Give it a good thrust and squeeze.
and then eat the burger.
You fucking animal. What are you drinking?
I am Dorpin,
Dorpin, excuse me.
some
Pardon.
New Belgian Voodoo Ranger IPA.
That looks sick.
A very
does look
good
good.
beer. I have tried it before. It's very good.
New Belgium makes fantastic beers.
It really is bursting with tropical aromas and juicy fruit flavors from Mosaic and Amarillo hops. This golden IPA is
Oddly specific.
is perfectly bitter and refreshing. Sublime finish.
What a sublime finish. I don't practice Santeria.
Yeah, I enjoy everything they do. They're the ones that paired up with Ben and Jerry's and do all those ice cream beers.
Yeah. There you go.
Crazy, kooky, nutty.
Wow, that's
assholes.
kooky and nutty.
Wacky.
The kookiest, nuttiest asshole. All right, I guess this is a good time to move on to the next segment of our show, which
Well,
we
let's do it
call
already.
the next segment of the show.
Yeah, let's move on already.
It is my topic this week. Like I said before, I didn't really pick anything until right before I came in here. So I thought a good topic to talk about, since we're always talking about real heavy existential stuff.
Yeah, like kind of too often.
Yeah. I wanted to go a little more basic this week, I think. So I feel like the first 12 episodes of this show, we've kind of made an effort to talk about stuff that's real heavy and, you know what I mean, or some like crazy scenario.
Are you proposing we kind of slow down and have a little retrospective on the podcast, take a look at it? Something different?
Are you insisting that we pump the brakes?
No, we're not pumping the brakes here. There's no slowing down. Pump the brakes.
Just pump the brakes.
Just pump the brakes.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. What we're going to be doing this week is, all right. So everybody at this table is a big old fat guy, right?
You know,
We're all pretty large.
I'm pretty fat.
I want to talk about food this week. I want to.
Oh my god, the sound! I want a sample of that sound later. Of 4 guys all just kind of. Oh fuck you!
99 cents a ringtone.
We're finally
making money.
Yeah, I believe our cover image on SoundCloud is still just a picture of brisket.
Yes, for no reason. That was what.
But now we're finally living up to.
Because we were trying, we got the picture of like the profile, and then we're like, what do we want to do for the banner? And that was you, Ben. You're like, how about just a big cut of brisket?
I was kidding.
And we did it.
It was a good idea.
It is, and it's still there.
Yeah.
It's still there. So yeah, I wanted to slow it down. Let's just talk about real general. Let's just talk about food. Something maybe that you've had that's been really fucking delicious in the past couple days, or something you want to make, something you want to try.
Oh man,
You know,
I think we
like
should
that.
start with some of the recipes that Ben was talking about.
Yeah.
Because you texted us like a couple weeks ago, just going like, man, fucking French cuisine.
Yeah.
This is a good insight into our lives. We're talking about food on the set, you know.
Yeah. So now, at my job, I work with folks with special needs, and I've been teaching them lately about like a bunch of different countries around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the big map.
Yeah, I got a big map on the wall. I'm setting up like they colored pictures in, and they're hanging on the wall, and there's like a little flag and the capital and everything. It's coming together really nicely. I'm happy with how it's going. But in the course of doing this, because I love food so much, one of the things I always end up talking about is what kind of food people eat in these different countries. And I went and looked today. Actually, we talked about Canada, and it's more than just poutine and Tim Hortons.
It's also beaver
Not
tail.
much, though.
Tim
Hortons is like 75% of their economy.
Not a whole lot more, but
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Let's just say this for the record. If you guys listening to this podcast here in the States haven't had poutine, I encourage you to make your own homemade poutine.
Yeah, we did good with it that one
It's
time.
fucking. It's just French fries, cheese, and gravy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's pretty
super
easy,
good.
and it's delicious. It's great.
Now, I found in the French areas of Canada, there is a mincemeat pie called a tourtière,
Okay.
which they look like this.
Oh my gosh. It's just a meat pie. It's
That
literally-
just looks,
it's a
yeah, it just
pie.
looks like taco beef in a big pie crust.
It can be. These recipes also too call for like garlic and
Sure.
potatoes, all sorts of good seasonings. This one calls for cinnamon.
Ooh.
Damn. But
Sweet and savory going
Yeah.
on.
Ooh.
yeah, but the now the difference.
Can't do that.
Oh my, that's saucy. Oh my.
Now you can make one with ground beef or ground pork or chuck or whatever, but you can also especially if you're living in the wilderness of Canada, make it out of game meat.
Yeah, right.
Moose or venison or
I hear good things about beaver tail.
really.
I have heard good things.
I've heard good things about that beaver tail.
I've heard some fantastic things about beaver tail.
I've heard good things about eating beaver.
Eating beaver is what I live for.
I was my grandma was in town once for I want to say it was Thanksgiving, and me and my dad and her and my brother were all in the living room watching Food Network, and it was that that bald hefty guy who goes around and just eats weird food.
Yeah.
Isn't that like all of them?
one?
Yeah. So you just described their entire prime time lineup.
But he was in like Maine, I think, and they were cooking and eating beaver, but like the way the dialogue was written and the way this woman was phrasing it, like, is this your first time eating beaver?
Were there a lot of good innuendos in there?
Oh, absolutely.
It's
Just
pretty
like one
good
after
once
the
you get
other.
past the fishy taste.
And like me and my brother are sitting there like giggling to ourselves, and my grandma's just like shaking her head. Like,
Oh my god, that's great. Yeah.
No, it's I'll eat anything once or twice or
yeah.
3 times. Yeah.
Repetitively.
Well,
Over and over again.
almost anything. I think like the one thing I won't eat in any form is olives.
Yeah, I'm not an olive person.
At all.
Not my thing.
I can't do olives.
You don't even drink martinis?
No, I've had a martini before. I just get it with a twist.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, gin.
twist.
By the way, let's clarify this for the record too. If you get a vodka martini, that's not a martini. Martini is gin and vermouth,
Yeah.
right? And then whatever else you want to garnish it with.
Don't shake it either. That waters it down.
No, you want to stir it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck you, James Bond, you animal. You just everything wrong. A vodka martini, which is not a martini.
Yeah.
Shake it, not stirred, which is going to fuck it up.
Well, the original recipe in the Casino Royale novel, and they bring it back in the movie, is what is it? 2 measures of Gordon's, 1 of Quina Lillet, strained over ice, not shaken, but strained over ice and garnished with lemon.
Well, that sounds just fantastic.
It does.
Until he gets the one with the poison.
But which is it, Mr. Bond? Never bet against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Now, Ben and I have plans to get rid of what is basically 100,000 cans of food in this house. So we've been cooking up recipes and plans with what to do with all these canned goods that we have that we just keep buying and never eat.
Like a doomsday prepper?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
We just got a ton of it.
Now I noticed like some things that we could easily make like some kind of jambalaya or something out of. We've got frijoles, we've got spinach, we've got
We got garbanzo beans.
we've got
quite
garbanzo,
Bluto.
and the garbanzo. I'm glad you told me we have garbanzo beans because I've been thinking of making falafel. My girlfriend and I went to Zenobia in Canfield the
Lovely
other day.
country.
A proud people. Rich heritage.
Yeah. And so we got Middle Eastern food, and falafel has just been on my mind ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full on awful.
Yeah. No, we also we have 5 jars of pineapple.
Oh yeah, you can do anything
fire.
with pineapple. Anything.
You just put that on cottage cheese and eat it. That's
Yeah, right.
fucking
The other day, I just opened, buttered, and salted an entire can of corn and just
Eat it. Yeah, like an animal.
Yeah, it's just
I know.
I felt like a farmhand or something, just sitting there with my tin of corn.
Right.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that thing I made in the crock pot once when I was still at my old apartment?
Yeah, it was kielbasa.
Yeah,
It was
with the red
kielbasa,
sauce?
pineapple, and then the red sauce was like a mix of ketchup, brown sugar, and Worcestershire sauce or something like that.
That was fucking delicious.
delicious.
great,
yeah.
We kind of pigged out on that.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
We totally did, but that'd be a good use for the pineapple.
Yeah.
Sure.
that
Yeah,
would be
the
good.
pineapple's good on anything, dude.
Yeah.
I love pineapple. Yeah, even pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah,
I'm
me
not-
too. I don't care what anybody says. Fuck you people who don't like Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah. Now, I'll say pineapple doesn't belong on every pizza.
No.
You have to. You can't just
Gotta balance
throw.
it.
Yeah, you can't just throw pineapple on shit and expect it to be good.
No, you gotta balance the flavors.
Right, sweet and salty.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Like, onions don't belong on a meat lover's pizza either. They just
Right.
don't.
No, it's just right. It's just meat. Right. No, like
I mean, we're lucky
taste
we're
of
allowing the
vegetable.
sauce. We're lucky we're allowing the sauce and the dough at that point.
Filthy green scum on my pizza.
you want a modified Hawaiian, like a Filipino pizza. You do like bacon, pineapple, and jalapenos.
I had one once that was ham, pineapple, and anchovy.
Yeah.
And that was really good.
Yeah.
The weirdest pizza I ever ate, I ate on YSU campus. I ate it at the little restaurant thing up in the back of Kilpolly.
Pete's Place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pete's Place.
They had a pizza.
Really original.
They had a pizza buffet there, like every lunch or every other lunch
They
or
did,
something.
yeah.
They had one that was peanut butter and red onion, and I think cheese on top of that on a pizza. It was the weirdest fucking thing I ever ate. But it was all right.
It's good. Pizza's hard to fuck up.
It really is.
It's really hard to have a bad pizza.
It's like half of the pre-made dogs at Susie's. I mean, like, who the fuck puts this shit on a hot dog?
Yeah, right.
And in that order.
Wads of toilet paper and spiders.
Yeah. Right.
Gypsy
Yummy.
eyelashes and buttercream.
Transmission fluid.
A high five from a homeless person. That's right in the middle of it.
Unicorn tears.
All locally sourced.
Locally sourced unicorn tears.
Cigarette butts and fart dust.
Which ironically also smell like cigarette butts.
Horse hooves and mosquitoes.
And a human foot.
I'll have the human foot, please.
Yeah.
I'm an adventurous eater.
Why is there a raccoon hat on my hot dog?
Why not? It's a locally sourced raccoon. We gave this raccoon a hat just to take it away.
And it's gluten free.
And it's gluten free.
I like
Thank God.
it's like
I can't
jokes
stand
to it's a hat for a raccoon.
Yeah.
Not a hat made of a raccoon.
Yeah.
It's a little tiny bowler.
It's a tiny
little bowler hat. Perfectly raccoon size.
The gentleman thief.
You get
Scurries throughout the
You
neighborhood.
give it to him, and then he gets like he's looking at it like the reflection of a glass bottle on the street. And then you take it away, like no, you can't have it. It's like it was his for just a moment. And
Yeah.
then
It's for high society.
Just long enough to make it a raccoon hat.
yeah, just long enough.
It has to be given to him to become a raccoon.
You let him wear it to a wedding. He's like, oh, he puts this in the hat case. He wakes up the next day, and he's like, I'm gonna wear this out just today for the fun of it. And there's no raccoon anymore.
Speaking of-
Oh no!
Speaking of weddings, I'm going to bring this back to food.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't realize until I was a grown-ass adult that cookie tables were not a thing everywhere in the country.
They're not.
No, and I'm extremely disappointed when I go to out-of-state weddings. I'm always looking for cookies, and they look at me like I'm weird.
How do these
They're
savages
weird.
not bring cookies to a wedding?
I know. We got an animal doesn't bring something to the wedding.
It's so much more convenient than getting a slice of cake. You know, we also have cake, but like
But here's
the cookies are so much
9,000 cookies
Yeah.
for you to
just-
pick and choose.
You don't even have to wait. Just go up and get them and stuff them in your stupid face.
Right,
You don't
exactly.
even have to sign the book, and you can grab cookies. There's usually a small table right there.
I have a
for you.
cookie table. We tried. Trisha and I tried to explain that to her parents, like the whole cookie table thing, and they're not even that far away.
No, they're like in Cleveland,
Yeah,
aren't
they're
they?
like an hour and a half away in Menor, and they're like, "What do you do?" Like, because we're like, "Oh, we'd have to have a cookie table," and they're like, "What's a cookie table?"
It's
Well, what?
exactly
You
what it
shouldn't
sounds
have
like.
to really explain that.
Yeah, it's just what everybody brings.
It's actually
cookies
kind of
and-
this cult thing.
Yeah. no, it's like you
Some
gotta-
candles.
What the fuck do you think a cookie table
Right,
is?
well, no.
Do you think it's like a sex act?
They were just like, why would you? Why do that? Like, well, because everybody's poor. Like that's the whole point. Like, no, none of them have any money. Like, you know, it's not. You just get an assortment of cookies, and even the ones that are bad, you just eat.
Yeah.
Because why not?
yeah. Well,
Those are the ones you pawn off at the end of the night. Oh, you want to take some cookies home?
Yes, yes, I do. I think I'll take 6 plates, thank you.
But really, apart from raisin cookies masquerading as chocolate chip cookies, is there any such thing as a bad cookie?
No, not really.
No.
not
One with
really.
mint
That is
icing.
the only bad one.
I've had it with mint icing, not
Not mint. No,
No.
you can't do mint.
No,
That's
it's
one
like,
of those flavors
it's like
that just
toothpaste on a cookie.
it doesn't
bad.
belong in a cookie.
It sounds
it
bad.
doesn't. Ice cream, sure. It
Yeah,
goes
as long as
with
it has chocolate chips.
other sweets. I would say it goes with other sweets.
Not the assortment box of chocolates either.
I'll tell you what
that
what I love about mint when it smashes up against chocolate, the Andes mint.
The Andes
Oh yeah,
mint. Those are perfect.
that's a league of its own.
Yeah.
Those are perfect.
It's-
Yeah.
Now,
I
if
can't
it
even
were an
identify
Andes
with it.
mint-based cookie, I could probably live with that.
You're talking about like the little like complimentary mints.
Yeah,
that-
like you get at like a hotel or at the
in
Olive Garden.
They're in the bowl at the checkout desk.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's got, like
Take a
chocolate on
handful
one
of
side.
Chi-Chis before they close down for hepatitis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh, bringing it back to food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Found the recipe for their corn cake mix thing.
Oh yes. Oh, yes.
so fucking
dude.
good. Tastes just like it.
I used to have.
So fucking good.
I grabbed it off 4chan once years ago. The recipe for Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay
The
biscuits.
Cheddar Bay biscuits. Oh my god.
We gotta try making those. They're
Yeah.
the only reason to go to Red Lobster.
They are literally
Well-
the only reason to go to Red Lobster.
You can get seafood pretty much anywhere, but to go to Red Lobster is to get the Cheddar Bay biscuits.
That's it.
There is that. I don't know. Every time I've been to Red Lobster, I've had phenomenal service.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
always good. Yeah, Red Lobster.
yeah.
I'm not saying Red Lobster isn't the shit. Don't misconstrue
No,
me.
I'm saying that's their best thing no one else can do.
right.
I don't
got
like
you.
seafood, and I go there for just the cheddar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because why?
Yeah.
That's what Trisha's like. Oh, I don't like seafood. I'm like, well, we could still go get biscuits.
Can I just get a basket of biscuits?
Get a burger and I'll get the captain's feast, and you can watch me eat crab like a fucking monster.
Oh god, I did
yeah.
that recently.
Yeah. My girlfriend could just tear into a fucking
Oh,
crab
I can't
leg.
do it.
Yeah.
It's so much easier now that I know exactly how to do it.
Yeah.
Because there's a system.
She showed me.
There's a system. Yeah, you have to know exactly how. You got to bend it backwards.
Yeah,
And
right.
it pulls all the meat
Break
out.
the kneecap back.
Yeah, you got to exactly. That's
Back,
what-
sever
to the
every
left.
joint.
yeah, back and to the left. Yeah, no, that's how you eat a crab.
I don't know that I've ever had any kind of seafood that I haven't liked. I like
Yeah.
give me fucking calamari, give me sushi, give me salmon, give me shark, give me
Yes, but I've had
shrimp.
bad versions of many of these things too.
Give me just like a bucket of shrimp and I'll be happy.
Oh
for
yeah,
it.
I've had some really terrible fried calamari before. It is very possible to turn that into
Is it really?
straight rubber.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you cook it too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do calamari
Sure.
right.
Yeah, I've had it where it's like I could barely eat. Like this is like fat on a steak that was overcooked and then let to sit there and
Yeah,
try
well-
to chew
well,
through it.
I guess what I mean to say is I haven't found any seafood that I don't already that I don't immediately have a taste for.
Yeah, you're a seafood man.
I'm a seafood.
Through and through.
I love seafood.
Fucking love seafood. If you it even says on my Steam profile that if you buy me a shrimp basket, I'll have your back for life.
Yeah. I remember, like, I had to have that fight when I was a kid because I remember, like, my parents were like, "You're not gonna like that. You're not gonna like that." And then, lo and behold, I fucking like. I've never had a kind of seafood that I don't like.
Well, I didn't like seafood for a long time when I was a kid, but that was because I grew up on fish sticks, and that's not real fish.
No,
That's
it's
not
not.
fish,
I mean, it's kind of fish, but it's
It's fish in the loosest possible sense of the word. Yeah,
It's like a McNugget's actually chicken.
Yeah,
It's not
right.
right.
It's
Yes.
no, I like.
Now,
I like
do crayfish count as seafood, even though they're from fresh water?
We've eaten a whole mess of crayfish.
I will not eat those fucking.
Yeah, that's
things.
well.
You
That's,
won't?
They are
Didn't you
so
eat-
scary looking.
Didn't you
to me.
eat them? Didn't you eat them with? No, it was me and your brother the last
Yep.
time we ate a bucket.
Yeah,
of them.
wasn't that when
Yeah.
we all went out to the buffet and
Yeah.
then he was making the mouths?
Yeah, we were
talk at
making them
people?
talk. Yeah.
that is a good question. Is seafood if it comes from a river?
I mean, it must be, right? I mean, like, wouldn't you consider like eating like a haddock or something like?
Yeah.
Yeah, or like freshwater trout. Yeah,
Yeah,
that still
river
counts.
river food. Okay,
River food
lake
doesn't
food.
sound as
Yeah,
appetizing.
Yeah, it doesn't-
river and lake food sounds staler.
It's like when Arby's tried to advertise their fish sandwiches with hashtag ocean meat.
yeah, ocean meat sounds gross.
Yeah.
you just can't, you can't get
no.
around it.
Yeah, if you describe
some
seafood-
land fish.
Yummy.
The pussy of the sea.
No, it's I don't know what the nomenclature is for that.
Yeah, The
Now,
proper nomenclature.
where's
dude.
where's the cutoff for that? Like if a cow wanders into a stream,
Yes.
Yeah.
drowns.
Yeah.
If a crocodile drags a buffalo into the water and kills
right.
it,
I think
then
it's
you kill the crocodile and get the buffalo.
I think it's at least got to be born
yeah.
near the water. So
like a flamingo would be seafood.
yeah, or a hippo.
A mosquito would be seafood.
Hippos, yeah. Yeah, I'll have the hippo hawks, please. Hippo Wellington.
I eat hippo Wellington. Fuck it.
Hippo
I
Wellington.
wonder what hippo tastes like.
I don't know.
Like
That
guilt.
just sounds like that just sounds like the name of a raccoon who would wear a hat.
Yeah.
Top of the morning till you serve me name is Hippo.
Hippo Wellington.
My name is Hippo and I've got your wallet. Oh, I like hippo.
Do Irish have raccoons?
That's a great question.
Hey, are there any raccoons in Ireland? Anybody know?
I
the
think
answer
St.
to that?
Patrick drove them out.
I'm gonna say no because the name raccoon comes from an Algonquin word.
Oh, that's interesting.
How did you know that just off the top of your head?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I read it in an article about The Onion. It was called something like
credible news source.
5-year-old won't shut the fuck up about raccoons.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're gonna have to start a segment on this show, just Ben's info corner.
Yeah.
Anytime that you drop a fact like that,
That's just like way out of left field. But that's
you got a lot of that kind of knowledge.
No.
Yeah, raccoons I believe are indigenous to this continent.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't know if the Irish have them. I don't think they would.
But you know, other places have their own interesting things, like gigantic, horrifying crab spiders that crawl up your house and make you move out.
Like anything that lives in Australia?
yeah.
Yeah.
Komodo dragons.
Uh-huh.
That's a whole lot of. I don't think so.
I wonder what those taste like.
Yeah. Well, once you devenomize, once you rip their fucking teeth out, requires
Yeah,
you know.
and then kill them, of course.
Right. Yeah.
They are just like 1,500 pounds of solid muscle. But
Yeah, oh, I know.
Just choke them out. No.
Yeah, you just get up behind him, put him in a sleeper hold like Chief Jay Strongbow. Cobra clutch. Yeah, cobra clutch him. Then get your arm around.
No,
him.
he's gonna tap out. Don't worry, he's gonna tap out.
You just like you roll him over on his back and you raise up the fin and watch it drop 3 times. Like
Ring the bell. You know how hard it is to get something in a figure 4 leg lock with 2 knees.
Now I wonder sometimes if there are vegans and vegetarians out there who would be okay with us eating meat if it wasn't raised on a farm, but if we went out, hunted, and killed it ourselves.
probably not.
Vegans and vegetarians?
Yeah.
Nah,
they
I don't
wouldn't.
think so.
Nah.
But what I think they would be keen on, and this is taking me in a direction I kind of want to talk, is these new techniques of building like a gelatinous scaffold and growing meat on it in a lab.
I've heard of that lab grown
Yeah.
meat.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
It sounds freaky, but think about it. If they get really good at this and they could just like make a roast. Just make it in the lab. It just grows in a tube,
Yeah.
a wet tube, like all Sigourney Weaver's clones or whatever. And then they just
You're really selling me on
I
this.
know.
I want you to know that.
and then they pull it out of there, they cook it. You don't know the difference, and it tastes exactly the same. I mean, come on,
well,
right?
I don't know if it's going to taste exactly.
I know the
same.
words gelatinous scaffold don't really get
Yeah.
the mouth watering, but
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
but it's just the way meat grows, man. It just develops and just
so you're
cells dividing. and-
you're eating wall tumors at that point.
Right,
That's-
exactly. Yeah.
I'm
No.
okay with it.
No, I want
Give me a
something.
nice meat tumor.
No,
that
I
was
want
grown
something
in-
that had a family.
Right. I want something
had a
that
face and that face to have cried.
I want something that screamed right before it died.
Yes, I want its known happiness and then have it instantly ripped away.
Yes.
But see,
So you can't fake that.
Yeah.
but it's not that. It's not just the taste. You know, the best meat is meat that's been worked out. You know,
Right.
You know, meat that has been used by the animal that it used to belong
Sure,
to.
or hasn't moved in a pen for 6 months.
Like the beef.
Right, but then
Yeah.
again, they can do all this shit in the lab. If they can grow the thing, they can electrostimulate it, make it flex and work.
I guess when you break it down, this is still
They still can't grow.
That's an unsettling image.
It's not bothering me that much. I think there's something wrong with me.
They can't grow tomatoes in Ethiopia. They can't
Yeah.
solve like plant world hunger. I doubt
Yeah.
they need to start working
Right.
on fake meats.
Oh man, I love the idea though.
Yeah, I just pictured somebody shoving a handful of grass into like a roast on a tube. Just like, oh, this is grass-fed beef, and it's just
Like a shoulder muffle going.
Which can I just point this out? What I hate most about the vegan argument is, not everyone can do that.
Sure,
sure.
There are countries where meat and like whatever grains you can grow is all you have to subsist on.
Yeah.
Not everyone can do it.
Yeah.
Not everyone wants to do it.
You know what
Definitely
kind of-
nobody wants to starve.
You know what kind of vegetables grow in like Antarctica?
right. None. You know what? There's a whole shitload of elk.
Yeah, seals.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. It's like the vegan argument works as far as it stops at, but that's just for me. That's what I prefer to do.
Right.
But when you get into the morality of other people who are possibly starving to death,
Sure,
I don't care.
And for those of us who aren't starving to death but still like meat anyway, we acknowledge it's
It's cruel.
at least a semi-necessary evil.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible to not eat meat.
Yeah,
but I don't hate myself.
You know what's
that
really
much.
funny is when they have cars with leather seats in them too. I always like to call vegans out on that.
Yeah, exactly. Or like,
that natural
how about the fact that the vegetables that they're eating are
Living too.
you're right, living too, and they're raised with the animal manure?
Yeah, right.
You want to shit in a field and then you eat that?
Yeah, right.
I don't want to do that.
There's nothing about the food that we eat that isn't exploitative in some way unless we grow it ourselves.
Yeah.
Right.
The fact that quinoa has gotten so popular here is actually making life a living hell for the people who farm it.
I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really anything we do here.
Yeah.
Which on a plus side, banana prices have gone way down.
Yeah.
Which is good because
Ooh, yeah.
Bananas are great. I had a banana this morning. It was delicious.
Oh, really? A nice Cavendish.
Nice-
A nice
goodness.
A
Cavendish.
nice Cavendish.
The only
The
fruit.
atheist nightmare.
that never stops cracking me up.
Yeah.
Is what's his name? What is his name?
He's got a weird name.
Yeah, it's a funny name. 'Cause
Like-
it's
like Jake-
Comfort. Ray Comfort.
Ray Comfort, yeah.
Ray Comfort.
I was
the
gonna
guy
say, I was gonna say Jake Pleasant
yeah.
and Kirk Cameron, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's the guy who's got the argument that the banana fits in your hand so well because God.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, God.
Because you can hold a banana perfectly. God.
Nah, just agriculture, my friend.
Yeah. No, you know what? Bananas are the only fruit that has the three kinds of sugar in them: dextrose, fructose, and sucrose.
No kidding.
All three.
That's a little ham fact for you.
I
Right
did
there.
not know
All
that.
three of
Oh
them.
man,
Yep.
Chris's info corner.
Here's another fun fact about bananas. They contain so much potassium that they're ever so slightly radioactive.
Yeah.
Radiologists have a unit for that called a BED, a banana equivalent dose.
Nice.
It's too small to adversely affect humans, but it's detectable.
Nice. So if you eat a shitload of bananas in a row, you could potentially get some kind of radio.
So if you were blind and had a Geiger counter, you could easily find the banana section. As likely of a scenario as it is.
yeah, right. Yeah.
That's what makes the other shoppers really uncomfortable.
Oh, good.
Oh, thank God, bananas.
Oh, yeah, the plantains are here.
Oh, yeah. I've had a Charlie horse all morning. I need some potassium.
Oh no, my mistake. That was the uranium section. Oh, no.
well, there goes my stomach.
Oh, my eyesight came back, though.
It's on my ass, but all right.
That's fine. That's whatever.
Beggars can't be choosers.
I'm sure this third arm will come in handy at some point.
No, look, I feel like we're all grazing over the. We're all grazing over the most essential of meats. which
Bacon, clearly.
Yes,
Children.
Bacon is the
I was
only
going to say steak, but bacon.
Oh.
Yeah, obviously overrules that. Yeah, bacon.
Yeah.
Or what if you wrap a steak in bacon?
one. Yeah.
That's it.
With
the
Heinz
best life.
57.
Yeah. Just kill me.
yeah.
Just fucking kill me now.
Yeah, I'm one life.
Yeah.
If you wrap a steak in bacon, there's nothing else to
That's the fucking thing, man.
Oh, you could call it a steakin'.
Bacon.
Yeah. Now you take that whole bad boy, roll it up, jam it inside a baked potato. Now we're talking.
Or cow and sow.
Yeah. Oh, the cow and sow. I like that.
That's pretty
Give me
good.
the old cow and sow.
Yeah.
Stuff it in a baked potato. Baked potato.
potato.
A baked potato.
A pika.
A Mandy potato.
Are you partaking what I'm partaking?
Are you taking up what I'm laying down?
No, you shove that baked potato into a duck's ass and you bake it at 350 for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Boom. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, you guys have
No,
listeners have fun figuring out what the fuck to call that thing.
A Laffy Daffy.
A Laffy Daffy.
It's pretty good.
That is good. A Starch Vader. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. No, I had a good steak. I was at a golf outing 2 days ago.
Okay.
Wow. Whew. It's the old memory. There's a little bit of,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're getting old there, son.
Yeah, I'm getting old there, or I just did way too much stuff when I was in high school. No, I was at a golf outing, and if you go to like a charity golf outing, usually the drill is you pay a decent chunk of money. Part of the proceeds go to charity. The golf course donates their time, or lets you play the course. And then they supply you with a meal. So they had fucking
A laked potato.
There you go.
There you go. Well done, sir.
Very impressive.
Well, yeah. When you go do an outing like that, they feed you. So you get to golf. They brought me beer. Are you okay? That was so bad.
You worked so hard on it. I'm so proud of you.
I saw the focus in your eyes.
He's just like the gears turning as he stares away at nothing. You just know it's working in there like a rock tumbler.
But no, like you pay for the golf and like the charity thing, and they feed you. And like I don't know about anybody else's golf outing, but there was a girl on a cart with 5 coolers in the back of the cart, and it was full of cheap beer and Jello shots. So they just brought me that for 6 hours, and I was good.
Gal, bring me the
Do
Jello
that,
shot,
girl. Jello shots.
Gal, Jello shots, please.
Yeah. I mean, I must have had like 5 or 6 Jello shots.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how many beers, because she just kept. You guys need more drinks? I'm like, oh yeah, let me take 5. That'll be fine. Yeah. And then right by the time I got through with the golf and all the booze,
Yeah.
I paid $70 to get on the charity thing.
Yeah.
I had more than covered that bill. So, but at the end of it, they fed us New York strip steaks. Ooh. And like big old chunky potatoes and green beans. It was like a whole meal.
God,
they were just whipping up steaks.
Where was this again?
It was at Bedford Trails out in Quaitsville.
That's nice.
So yeah, it's a nice little course. I didn't make a complete ass of myself on the course, which is okay.
Yeah.
So
The last time I did a golf outing, and we have another one coming up next month in my company, or is it this month? It might be this month. And last time I did it, I went to when we started out to go to the clubhouse and get your bag of beers and throw them in the cart. I got 6 Blue Moons for the front 9.
Yep, there you go. Boom.
And then 6 more for the back 9.
Hey, you let me know if you need another teammate on your team there.
Yeah, well, it's like a work outing.
Okay.
But I doubt that they really care, because I think they even opened it up to friends and family.
Yeah, hey, if you need a 4th on a team,
I
let
think
me
you'd
know.
have to pay your way in, like
That's
I
fine,
will, but
whatever.
it's gonna be like $30.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I'll have to look into it, because I think that technically the call for entrance closed yesterday, but I think they can still do it. They were just trying to arrange teams.
Yeah, are they going to feed us? Are we going to be able to drink a shitload of beer?
I think you have to buy your own beer.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think you have to buy your own
bring it
food,
with
probably. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll let you know.
So we were talking about steak a moment ago.
Yes, we were.
Yes,
Let's get back to the steak topic.
I want to enact a perpetual why we're fucked,
boy.
which is that the man who claims to be president eats his steak well done with ketchup.
It's so upsetting. It's so much worse than the threat to build a wall.
What kind of fucking animal doesn't at least order their steaks?
Yeah.
I'll even say medium well. If you're gonna at least medium well.
I object to the way he eats steaks more than I object to his racism.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm more concerned.
I can live with an N-bomb every once in a while.
Just with the way he eats steaks, do you think he gets one of those like placemats that you color in with a crayon too? Like when he goes out,
Like does his own little connected dots puzzle
do you
on
think
it?
do you think he washes it down with like like
chocolate
Apple
milk?
juice out of a sippy cup.
yeah, juicy juice?
Well, I mean, here's the thing: this fucker is rich, so he's getting like Kobe steaks.
Yeah,
and he's getting
they're dry aged $80 steaks.
right.
Oh, and
And he burns the shit out of them.
He's probably using a Hunt's ketchup too.
God,
Everyone
that's
knows you gotta
fucking
go
gross.
right.
I'm just picturing him with little McDonald's ketchup packets going.
It's fancy. It's
Drawing a
tasty.
smiley face and ketchup on it.
That's the real secret to his wealth. Saving on ketchup by just stealing it from McDonald's.
What kind
I bring
of
my own
goddamn animal do you have to be
yeah.
to burn your steak?
Just comes to a steak dinner with like his suit pockets full of ketchup packets.
His own plastic silverware.
just like pulls out a big handful and sets them on the premier of Japan is like looking at him like,
You know what? And I'll even forgive if you accidentally cook my steak well done at a truck stop, and I'm eating it at 5 in the morning, and it's a steak and eggs breakfast.
I
steak.
asked
Your
for that.
I'll eat
expectations
it.
are fairly.
I'll eat it. That's fine. I'm not going to be happy about it, but I'm going to eat it, and
This
I'm
is
not
what
going
I
to
asked
bitch.
for. I obviously fucked up by even being here, so I asked for this. Yeah.
But to put ketchup.
Some restaurants won't even ask you how you want your steak.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, I learned
Because eating raw or undercooked food can lead
Yeah.
to
It
food
can be a
borne
liability
illnesses.
to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my risk.
Yeah.
Have
Well,
me
and
sign a waiver.
at some like higher end restaurants, the opposite is true. The chefs won't even ask you; they'll just cook it medium rare.
Yeah.
Like unless you specify that you want it less done.
I read
like,
a fantastic. There's a very long and detailed post somewhere on Reddit. It's resurfaced after this thing with Trump and his steaks.
Yeah.
Where some guy had gone into great detail. He's a chef. I mean, like over a page of scrolling to talk about exactly why chefs get the great steak they get.
Right.
The importance of choosing the cuts that they choose, what they're trying to showcase, and how you ordering it well done is such an affront to them.
Yeah.
That maybe they'll do it, but it's like
You know there's a scrotum on there at some point.
it's
during
like
the
you just
process.
rubbed diarrhea on a Picasso.
Right, exactly.
You know, you just like
You
totally
just
made it
ruined
ruined.
right?
Yeah.
Well, I remember my dad. Like when I was younger, when I was like little, I remember like my mom, being a mom, wouldn't let me go lower than medium.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
And I remember going out with my dad to a steakhouse when I was a little older, and he's like, "You better get it medium rare, or the chef's gonna come out and yell at you." Like that's a real like. We were at a nicer place, and like that's a real thing. Like if you, there's places that will refuse you.
Yeah.
Like if you order it more than medium, you know,
Yeah,
like,
sure.
if you order it a certain way that's not the way that they want to cook it, they're not going to serve it to you.
Medium is the end of the reasonable line.
Yeah,
that's as
and
far
that's
as
how I
I'm
usually
willing
go
to-
I would say
Yeah,
so.
say that like that's where you want to be, at least there.
Medium well, you're approaching like jerky.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah. Now this is for steaks, but like for a burger, if you want to go a little above,
I go medium well on burgers.
I'm
You
usually,
sort of almost have to.
I'm usually a medium on burgers.
Yeah.
I like a medium kind of. I
Because
like
the
a little
ground
juicier.
thing,
Yeah,
it's a more of a concern.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
You got to hit at least what is it, 165 or something?
yeah, 165 on. We're
To do well done is 165.
Well, to get well done is
Or
165.
medium well. I think
Medium
it's
well is 165.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well would be 170.
Okay. Yeah.
No pink in the middle at all. I like when they specify that to you. No pink. Yeah, I know what it
Yeah.
means.
That's why I ordered it.
That's why I ordered it that way. I love that. They
Can I see the color chart? I want to see visual representation of what I'm ordering.
Yeah.
so
I don't know. I'm only approaching 30.
Why is there not a lid on my drink?
where is my goddamn sippy cup?
Where's my ketchup?
I want a crazy straw. Wait,
here it
a
is.
second.
Out of your pocket. Yeah. No. Why would you ever? I don't know. I'm personally offended whenever I'm with somebody and they order a steak well.
Yeah.
As I'm like,
It's pretty
Yeah.
upsetting.
it's really it's just gross.
I want to see if you guys have experienced this as we get older. Have you guys lost your taste for candy?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No, I have.
Depends on the candy.
Yeah, no.
Now this, I know that Chris loves candy.
I love candy.
Every
Like,
time we have
yeah.
a thing where like people bring snacks, you bring like like movie candy.
Oh yeah,
in large quantities.
like a shitload
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, like snow caps,
2 pound bag of gummy bears, and
Yeah.
we got
Yeah, sour doesn't quite do it for me like
Yeah.
it used to.
See, I'm
Now,
Chocolatey though? Oh yeah.
yeah, see,
See, when I was a kid, I could just pound candy like it was nobody's business.
Yeah.
Now it's like half a bag of Skittles, and I'm like, oh, why am I doing this?
Well, with the Skittles too, you're like your mouth is tired now.
yeah.
Well, sure. Well, I mean,
Well, I'm not saying I'm not.
this
I'm
goes
like,
for any candy too. It's like even a full,
I suffer.
like a regular sized Snickers bar is like too much for me to eat the whole thing. I'll eat the whole thing still.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I used to love candy, but now I'm like, just give me a little bit.
I have literally deep fried Snickers bars and pancake batter in my kitchen at midnight.
That sounds so
Put
good.
chocolate syrup
It
on
is.
top.
Yes, it is fantastic. It's also disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
And I wouldn't recommend that anyone do it.
That's one of the fatter things.
But if you do it,
Yeah, but if you do it, let me know how you like it.
What's
'cause-
that? Candy bar not good enough for you, you fat fuck?
Why don't you rub it in some pancake batter and deep fry that shit in some hot oil?
Fill it with vegetable oil and pancake.
Put a little butter and some chocolate sauce on top of it. Tell me how you like it.
You know, and then when you're done, just put it in your mouth and just push it straight through to your throat with your index finger, you fat fuck.
Now-
Now, taste it.
Now I'll admit we were talking about Pennsylvania in my class the other day, or not the other day, like a couple weeks ago.
Pennsylvania?
Not a couple weeks ago, like 5 years ago.
Was it yesterday? No, it's
I think it just became a colony. Yeah, okay. A little far back.
But yeah, so we were because every once in a while I'll do one of the states, one of the 50 states, and so we got to talk about Hershey.
Yeah.
And that made me just crave chocolate so bad because it's like if like getting to see the real life Willy Wonka factory. It's like all the wonder of candy. It's like,
great. Yeah,
how
it's
great!
fantastic.
Like, how great would it be to own a fucking candy company?
would.
Your entire job is making kids happy.
Right. Oh, that's beautiful. Like if you've
Or
ever
killing them in clandestine and awful
Right.
ways.
No, if you've never been, anybody listening, if you've never been to Hershey, I suggest you go there and buy one of those 30-pound candy bars. Yeah. They have on the shelf. You can buy a 30-pound candy bar at Hershey, PA.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yes, it is excellent.
Actually, most Hershey stores you can also get them humongous ass things.
Can you
They went
really?
to Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
You can get like 4-pound Reese cups.
Absolutely.
Why
wouldn't I do that?
I want a Reese cup as big as a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yes.
Oh my God,
absolutely.
Like you have to knife and fork this bitch.
Now,
And I will. Oh, yes.
I will.
but only
Yes.
after putting whipped cream and sprinkles on top of it.
Only after slather it in pancake batter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fry it on
deep fry it. Yeah. There you go.
Now,
We're gonna need a bigger pot. There's just a kiddie pool full of oil outside.
now they,
Plastics melting in the oil.
now they have at the Hershey factory in Hershey, PA now. A thing where you can create your own candy bar and design your own wrapper,
Yes.
and it'll make
How
the thing
fucking
for you.
cool is that?
Here's
So,
what I'm
what-
telling you, Ben. Go
what are
down
we
there
doing?
and
Yeah,
create,
exactly.
create the Reese's.
That
there
may
you
have
go.
already been done.
Really?
Just a big copyright infringement pops
I
up.
think I've seen this somewhere before. Maybe
not-
you
I'm
get slapped with a subpoena.
I'm not convinced. Show me.
Yeah, I think I had a joke a while back too that I wanted to open up a gun store and call it Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, there you go. That's good.
But no, yeah. I mean, I would obviously it would have to be something slam related. You know?
Yeah.
You know, why don't we do this right now? Let's all invent our own candy bar. Just real quick. Real quick. Like, what's your favorite thing?
Rice Krispies
Okay.
covered in peanut butter,
I'm with this.
possibly with toffee crunches covered in chocolate.
Ooh.
God damn.
I like that.
Okay.
That is a whole mess of everything that I love. If there was ice cream with it, it would be perfect.
I got one. A row of pretzel crumbs
Okay.
topped with caramel, which is then topped with nougat, and all in chocolate, but with like a little like vanilla drizzle on top.
Oh, there you go. Oh.
Then you can shove that up a duck's ass.
And then what you you do is you go ahead and shove that
Right
bastard.
in Doug's
We call it
asshole.
the quack and snack.
Now, guys, remember, a duck doesn't have a dedicated asshole, does it?
You bake that fucker at 250 for 5.5 hours.
We call
Happy
it,
Thanksgiving.
we call it Mr. Bad Bar.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Crumbled up Oreos on the bottom, right?
okay.
Overlay on top of that some kind of like a banana pudding type thing, like a banana custard.
Ooh.
Right?
Okay.
Surround all of that in like a milk chocolate.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Keep it. That's it. Keep it basic. Keep it basic.
Simple.
I'm thinking simple too. I'm thinking a Heath bar.
Okay.
With just the toffee part of a Heath.
Yeah.
Essentially with the filling then of a Milky Way.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
good,
Listen,
yeah.
I'm just going to throw this out there, and I think everybody thinks I'm wrong on this. I believe the Milky Way is the superior candy bar to the Snickers bar.
I do too.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with
Well, it doesn't matter because Payday is obviously the best.
you.
Paydays
Yes,
are
it is.
good.
Paydays are good, but I just don't have that much effort to put
Wait a
into
minute.
candy
Payday is
bar
the one with the
sometimes.
peanuts all over it,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's pretty much.
It's just peanuts. It's just a big chunk of peanuts and caramel.
I love it
with some,
so
like, dry
much.
caramel. It's very good.
It's very good. Yeah.
It's the
Packed with natural protein.
Yes.
But no, I will agree. Given
You know,
a choice, I will go
I'll
to
take a Milky Way.
I'll agree with the Milky Way, only as long as I'm not in the mood for peanuts.
Yeah, exactly. You know, well, if I were in the mood for peanuts, I would probably get a Payday.
Yeah.
Can we agree that the most vapid concept is the Three Musketeers?
Yeah, it's just nougat.
It's
just
not
chocolate.
much.
It's called Three Musketeers because it used to come in 3 different bars.
Yeah.
One was like the chocolate fluff that you have. One was like a vanilla, and one was strawberry.
Really?
So it was like a Neapolitan kind of thing.
They just mushed them all together?
No, they
Just
just
got the chocolate fluff.
they scrapped the other 2.
Yeah.
There's just
Wait a minute.
There's
I
just
do
one
like Three
musketeer.
Musketeers, but they
you're right,
do feel lazy.
it is just a nougaty fluff inside.
It's
It's
a
just a
nougaty
chocolate
Yeah.
nougat
Nougat,
fluff. Yeah, it's just one musketeer now.
It's just
The Omega
what's his
Musketeer.
name? Help me here. Who's the 4th Musketeer?
Ringo.
Yeah, Ringo.
Pete Best.
Pete Best. Right, yeah. Pete Best.
D'Artagnan.
Yeah. Oh, that was
D'Artagnan.
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 I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is. They should just call that bar D'Artagnan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then no one will know how to pronounce it.
Exactly right. Give me one of them D'Artagnans.
Give me one of their D'Artagnans.
You know what we need more of in candy bars? Amaretto.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Amaretto is so fucking delicious.
Yeah.
And you don't find it in any candy bar.
No, you don't.
It's got that like almondy, almost cherry-like taste to it.
You know what? I also just thought of something else that I would like to see. Something incorporating Twizzlers and chocolate. Ooh. I'm surprised it has not been done.
Oh man, let's call it the Twiz, and it's just a hollow Twizzler with a chocolate center.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, there you go. Ooh.
I need that.
Ooh, no, better yet, red vines filled with chocolate.
Yep.
Ooh, there you go. That's the way.
Yep.
That's
Get
the way.
Twizzlers out of the way.
Yeah.
Those have a bigger.
Just like the liquid chocolate goo.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
I think we can probably pull that
We
off.
can do that. We can do that tonight if you guys are feeling.
Let's take some red vines in a drill press.
I've got a drill press at home.
Yeah, let's do it.
I've got some syringes.
It can
We
be
can
done.
just-
Now the closest thing now I think to what the original Three Musketeers was now is Sky Bar.
Yeah.
And if you've never had Sky Bar, it's fantastic. It's just 4 little segments,
Yeah.
and they've each got a different filling.
Side by side?
Side by side, you just snap one segment off and eat it, and it's filled with a delicious
Or
filling.
can you bite from the end and get a mouthful of all of it at once?
I mean, if you go a long ways, probably.
You got to go long ways because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, right.
Some
You'd
men
have
just
you'd
want
have
to watch
get
the world burn.
Yeah, I suppose you could just shove the entire thing into your mouth.
Yeah.
But
Does it come in a liquid form?
Yeah.
Can we just drink this?
You're right.
Just melt the thing. Leave it in your car.
where's my fruit ninja?
I feel like more than is like, and you guys are saying that you can't do candy the same way. I feel
Yeah.
like more than anything, I'm less into cakes and pies.
Yep.
And more into candy and ice cream.
Yeah, cake
Cake.
just...
Cake.
That's what this is what Tricia said. She's like, I love cake, and I'm like, I'm a pie person. I always get something weird on my birthday, like cobbler or pie or.
The exception for me.
White House Dutch apple.
Ooh.
Other than that, yeah.
Yeah. The exception for me is Giant Eagle's almond tort.
Oh, I love almond.
It is
Almond tort is
so
delicious.
goddamn delicious. It's basically a cake.
Yeah.
And it's like it's of all the cakes, it's the king of cakes. Like I can eat it all the time. It just has that's again kind of an amaretto.
I'm gonna stop you right there, Dave, because the king of cakes is definitely tiramisu.
Oh,
I love tiramisu.
I forgot about tiramisu.
I love a good tiramisu. Yeah.
Yeah, tiramisu's fantastic.
Yeah.
You guys are really rare, exotic, expensive cake. Funfetti. That's
Funfetti.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing cake and pie. If you put half a cake in front of me, I would make a severe dent into that. like right now, I
Like
could
half
do
a
it.
You would have your pan back at the end.
Yeah, it would be done. Rest assured, if I had to take some home, I would, and you get a clean pan back. It would happen. But yeah, no, I'm a sucker for sweets. It's not like the salty stuff. I still like, maybe not the same way, but it's sweets. I'm like ice cream. I love ice cream. Oh,
You know what? That big into it anymore.
Ice cream's good.
Oh, you know what broke my heart was when I saw that the FAO Schwartz in New York City closed down. Because I went there once and I got myself one of those big honkin' sundaes that
Oh, really?
you can get at that Sunday bar. You
I
know?
didn't know that was a thing.
Oh yeah. They had a bar and you could get a big honkin' sundae. It was like this big.
Like a big salad bowl.
Yeah, like a banana split bowl.
Oh, okay.
And you could get like whatever you wanted on it, like little tiny peanut butter cups, M&Ms, sprinkles.
The low price of $40.
yeah, right.
It actually wasn't that bad.
So like any of the
I think
frozen
it was like
yogurt
$8 or $9
places.
for one of these things.
Yeah, $8 or $9 is not bad for like the biggest sundae you've ever eaten.
Yeah.
And I did. I
Spend that at Menchie's
I ate
for a
all
cup
of
of
Right, I know.
yogurt with Kit Kats on it.
I just
Seriously.
miss Cold Stone. Do you remember Cold Stone?
Is that the place with that the chili slab?
The Cold Stone? Yeah,
Well,
that would be
the
it.
chili slab.
It's that
Frozen
place.
rock.
Yeah, that's it. It's a place where it's like a hard surface.
The
that's below warm
the icy
temperature.
boulder. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, icy boulder. Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. It's the
Icy
frigid
boulder milkery.
and then you go there and they cream on you.
Yeah, they do.
counter. They cream all over.
All over you.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
All over your mouth and throat.
You get cream everywhere
In your
and
hair.
It's delightful.
Below 32-degree bukkake.
Ooh, that's frigid.
That might have just ruined ice cream for me.
The spy who came in from the cold.
No, you know what? Another thing that we talked about briefly, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, but talking
Nookie
about
of the North. Nanuki of the North.
Nookie of the North.
Nice.
We're very fortunate in that we're in a part of the country where there is literally no bad pizza within 50 miles.
Yeah.
Almost every single pizza's good.
Almost
Even
every-
Little Caesars is edible.
Yeah, it's definitely edible.
For about 30 minutes after you get it.
I'm just throwing this out there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really thinking about going to Little Caesars and getting a pizza after this podcast.
Deep dish?
Yeah. Oh fuck, I'm hungry.
you know
I will
what,
say
I
the
just-
deep dish is
I-
very good.
It's not good. I'm gonna stick my head down on this one.
You're false.
It's not good.
You're wrong.
It's
Yeah.
not good.
It's not a real.
Caramelized crispy corners, you can't go wrong.
You eat the whole thing is wrong.
No. You just say that because you work there with me.
Yeah, no, but that's.
Did you eat it in the buffalo ranch sauce?
No, I didn't.
Well, then you're doing it wrong.
Gotta dip it, dude. If you're not getting Buffalo Ranch, come on.
I will concede to that. Wait, you saying you put it on the pizza? What the fuck else you gonna put it on? The Buffalo Ranch on the pizza?
Yes.
That's not a bad idea, Fred.
No, exactly. That's why we're doing it.
I can get with that.
You remember Abby, who used to work with us at
do.
Little Caesars? So this was after you had left, but she used to make. We'd call it a crew pie when we worked at Little Caesars.
Crew bag.
Yeah, we used to have to ask like permission, which is fucking bullshit at a pizza place. We should just get pizza whenever we
Yes.
want. Come on.
Yeah.
But she would. When all our managers were always high, so it didn't matter. So she would make what she called an Abby pizza, and she would take the deep dish crust. And instead of regular sauce, she would slather it in the garlic butter that they put on the crazy bread sticks.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Now
that's
you're
already
talking.
good, right?
Now
You just
you're
get the
talking.
big paint. They literally took a paintbrush. That's how they do the crazy.
Yeah.
A big paintbrush, and you slather that fucking
Yeah.
shit all over the deep dish crust. You put like 24 ounces of cheese on that bastard, and then you cover it in hot peppers. And it's an Abby pizza.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, and then you do the Italian sprinkle over top with a
Yeah,
little
sure.
bit of
Like
Parmesan.
the herbs and parm.
Abby pizza. It's perfect. You just,
That's not that different from like getting Wedgwood's white pizza
Sure.
with just cheese or cheese and banana peppers or whatever.
that's a hell of a Caucasian there, Fernando.
Abbey Pizza, the new album from the Eatles.
Yeah. Woo! Puns.
Jesus, you're on fire, man.
Jesus, he's on.
Jesus right.
No, yeah, we're very blessed in that there's no bad pizza in this area.
I really can't think of
I
anything.
can't think of a bad pizza. Yeah, there's a lot of really good
Little
stuff.
Caesars is, I will say, the worst.
It is the
Personal
worst,
opinion.
absolutely.
But at the end
it's
of the
still
day,
edible.
it's $5.
It's $5.
exactly.
You get a
Sometimes-
pizza for
Sometimes
$5.
you just need to eat a fucking $5
Did it last
pizza.
week.
You can't get Subway for $5.
No, I did one of the fattest things I've done in a long time last week.
What?
I picked up a Sandwich Factory sandwich, and I was tired of, because I was saving money all week because I was broke. I was like just not spending money on shit, and I was getting worn down by it. It was making me sad. And I ended up with $50 in my account because I got reimbursed for a software license I have at work.
Yeah.
So I go, oh god, I have $50. Then I went to Sandwich Factory on the way home. I got a big, giant, super sub.
Oh, you gotta get the number 7.
It's
number
just a great
7,
sandwich.
the Reuben or the meatball.
I always get the meatball.
Let's say that's
fantastic.
Sandwich
I love the
Factory.
meatball.
For me, it's the super sub or the Italian delight.
Ooh, I don't know.
You want some gabagool?
Yeah,
You want some gabagool? You want gabagool? Gabagool, salami, pepperoni.
A little
I don't
pepperoni.
actually know if they're. I think they're
Now,
pepperoni.
to be clear, the Italian delight is when you're sucking Silvio Berlusconi's dick, and right as he's about to come, he pisses in your mouth instead.
Rendering it pleasurable for
That's a
nobody.
banana meatball, a habit of meatball too.
Also known as the Leaning Tower of Pissa.
Yeah.
So I got the sandwich, a big ass sandwich,
Yeah.
and I'm driving home thinking about eating the sandwich. And then I go up to the light where Little Caesars is. I'm coming up to it and I go, fuck it. And I pull into Little Caesars. I get my sandwich and I got and then I get another large pepperoni.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I come home, I eat the entire Sandwich Factory
Yes.
sandwich and then like 3 slices of
pizza.
Little Caesars.
Oh yeah.
Before I'm like,
My stomach. What did I do? My standard Tuesday order for myself in the morning. I didn't do it this week, probably because I'm already a huge, enormous fat shit. But I'll go to Little Caesars and I'll get a hot and ready pepperoni and an order of Crazy Bread with the Buffalo Ranch and a 2-liter, and I'll sit there and just eat that all day.
Yeah.
Like I'll pick something on Netflix and I'll just lay there and listen to records or play chess or something and just like fucking shove food into my face. That's my Dude's Day order. You know what I mean? By myself, eating a whole pizza like a man.
yeah, it's amazing.
Just,
yeah.
yeah, no, it's just it's a good thing. Sometimes you gotta have a $5 pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it sucks, it doesn't matter. You gotta have a $5 pizza.
Yeah, I couldn't resist it that day.
Yeah.
I have certain things I can never resist if they're mentioned to me. One of them is the to go to Handles, which is I think the best ice cream.
It is actually voted.
They brought back their monster shakes.
Yeah, I know, because I'll get a monster shake of Oreo ice cream, and just the whole thing. It's like a half gallon. Of
Yeah, it's like
ice cream.
64 ounces, something. Pretty fucking monster.
Yeah, it's huge, and I'll sit there and drink that. You know, and of course I'll drink it in like 10 minutes.
Sure, Handles is the best ice cream.
Yeah, it is. It's very good.
That's
You
a
never resist it.
local Youngstown thing. It actually got voted the best ice cream in the world.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how long ago that was.
yeah, I don't care how long ago. There's nothing better. There's nothing better than Handles ice cream.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I wish they get Blue Moon back in.
I
Yeah,
love
Blue Moon was good. Yeah,
I always
Blue
used to go to Scoopers and get their
Scoopers, that was where I first had Blue Moon. Remember Scoopers?
Yeah.
Oh, my
love
god,
Scoopers.
that was the shit right there. No, okay, so Trisha's lactose intolerant. So Handles is one of the only places, and they don't do it all the time, but they have almond milk ice cream, which is actually really good. Almond milk changed my life.
Almond milk's great.
Almond milk is fucking
In
delicious.
general, yeah.
Yeah, just the vanilla,
on its
sweet
own.
almond milk.
Yeah.
And I like normal milk too. Milk is any kind of milk. I don't care where it comes
Just
from.
love milk.
It's
I
fucking
just love
delicious.
it on some milk.
Yeah.
I love milk. It's kind of a tradition now that whenever I go over to Aubrey's place, I always steal a glass of milk from
Yeah,
the
you
fridge.
got you. You got to. Milk is delicious.
A nice tall glass of milk right at around 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
That's
on a nice hot humid day.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was perfect. The worst thing you can drink when it's hot.
It's so refreshing at the time, then just instant
I like to come in from the heat. I just mowed the lawn. I'm all sweaty and I smell like grass clippings. And I just pour a tall glass of milk and drink it all in
face
one
it.
shot.
There's no other way to drink milk.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
You can't sip
I don't
milk.
sip milk
You
now.
gotta take like big glass of that shit. And just,
I'm glad it's not just me because
No,
I feel
you
like,
got-
what the
there's-
fuck am I doing? I'm like,
there's times when I've like when I cut myself a slice of cake I have the cake sitting on the plate. I'll pour a glass of milk. I'll face the entire thing in one gulp, and then I'll pour another glass of milk for the cake. Because that's the way to do it.
Once you pour it, you have to sip it, and once you've sipped it, you have to.
You gotta just pound it.
That's why, like, whenever I try to dip Oreos or cookies in milk, it's always a test of willpower. Like, I will not drink the rest of this.
I need to be able to reach. Reach it.
See, I solved that by just getting really wide-mouthed glasses.
Boom.
So even when it gets to the bottom, your hand will still fit.
Huge mugs. It's like this big.
It's just a cereal bowl.
You can just make a
cereal bowl.
You could just make like a little get one of those like little Easter egg things and use that to get to the
Actually, I will say, I think my mom got it for us as a gag gift, but they do actually sell little handles that the Oreos like clip into.
That's brilliant! Oh my god, that's the best thing ever!
Yeah.
I think we still have them.
That's the dream, dude. That's the
reminds
dream.
me of the I don't know if you've ever seen the subreddit for British problems or whatever, but their logo is just like a 3-step illustration of a mug and someone dipping a cookie in and then holding it there and then pulling out half a cookie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's like real British.
Get it
problem.
nice and soggy in there. Oh yeah.
Then when you forget about it, and then you're drinking the milk at the end, and then you just get this big glob of
And of course you hold it over your head and
Get it all in there. Yeah.
slowly.
Yep.
like that Oreo glop, and you just hey, come to me.
At Handel's ice cream, they do that almond milky. It's like chocolate almond is the one that they usually do, and they make it with almond milk, and it's really good.
I bet it is.
And I remember, like, the last time we went there to buy it, we got like gallons of ice cream. We got like several different. She got a pint of the chocolate almond for herself. But when we ordered, like, I ordered the 3 things that I ordered. She ordered her chocolate almond pint. And the girl behind the counter put the normal chocolate almond in there, the lactose, like the normal milk chocolate almond. And we noticed it as she was doing it and bringing it out. And, Trinity's lactose intolerant, but, everybody likes cheese and ice cream.
Yeah.
So she brought it out, and she's like, you know what, I actually wanted the almond milk chocolate almond. And the girl's like, Paula, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And she's like, "Oh no, it's fine. Just throw that in the bag." Oh no, don't worry.
We're not gonna not buy.
Yeah,
You're not gonna stop me now.
don't worry. We're gonna eat it. Just put it in there. Well, I'm gonna buy it. It's fine. Like,
My stomach will just hurt, but it's fine. I'll still eat
it's fine. We'll still eat it. Just go get another pint of that.
Christy's the same way. Christy is lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
And, it doesn't slow her down. She's
Yeah.
like me.
No,
It's like,
fuck
I
it.
know
Who
better.
cares?
I'm going to do this.
That's why I don't go to the doctor, because it's just gonna tell me a bunch of shit that I don't want to know.
He's going to tell you mostly what you need to do to
Right.
solve all your problems.
Sure.
And you're going to go, I don't think so.
Man, you have diabetes. Ah, well, that explains a lot. I'm not going to use the information that he's telling me. I'm
not gonna
using
change your
it.
life.
Nothing's going to change until I have my first or second heart attack.
So my fucking doctor, when I first started trying to drink less, recommended that maybe I spend time with different friends.
Oh,
And I was like,
shit.
I'll try some pills.
yeah.
You know what, though? I mean, like, I hate to say it, but that was probably, like, good advice if you could afford to do it. But
Yeah.
it's like, I don't want to abandon my friends.
We totally enable each other. Yeah, which is fine. I don't have a problem.
Really, what she should have said, what your therapist should have said is, okay, now I need you to send all your friends to me also.
Yeah, right, exactly. Right.
Well, this wasn't my therapist. This was my
Your actual
my
doctor.
GP. Yeah.
Fuck him. Yeah, right.
What does he know?
Sounds like an asshole.
Yeah, like, it's not really that great advice because cutting yourself off from people generally doesn't tend to be a great idea unless they're literally putting the bottle in your hand.
Well, Dave, I remember you said you talked to your doctor and you were nervous because you were drinking a whole bunch, which we all do.
Yeah.
But like you went to him and he basically was like he poo-pooed your idea. He's like, you can drink a whole shitload of beers every day for the rest of your life and you'll be fine.
Well, no, I think basically what he told me was, I think I was telling him like how much I drink on average, versus on a night or like how many nights, and he was like basically, you could drink basically every day and be better off than you are with like the other problems you should be taking care of.
Sure.
So like if I quit smoking, got more exercise, I could probably continue to drink
Knock 'em
exactly
back.
like this and put that on the back burner.
Sure, yeah, right.
Clear out what
I'll
I'm
leave that
40.
one out there.
Or you could replace both those activities with more drinking.
Absolutely. Gotta have
That
some
just frees
vices.
up all that time that you're not drinking.
Well, all right,
What are we gonna do with that time?
I got a story. Remember when I quit smoking? What you said to me?
I do.
Yes.
I still remember it.
I quit smoking, so like you guys, everybody who listens to this probably knows by now that I quit smoking cigarettes about almost 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years in October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yay! Come back. We miss you.
never mind the fact that I'm facing pipes and cigars every week, but
Yeah.
whatever, fuck it.
Yeah. Once a week.
Yeah, once a week.
I mean,
yeah.
I do a cigar
Yeah,
almost every
come on,
week.
whatever. Yeah, fuck it. You gotta have some vices, right?
Sure,
You know.
yeah.
But yeah, I remember I quit. I made it through the entire course. I was like 5 weeks quit smoking, and I remember we were sitting on your couch and we were drinking Busch Light, and yeah, right.
Just paint the picture
Right,
here.
you're right, exactly. Sitting on the couch drinking Busch Light. Ben, I think you had gone to bed already at this
think
point.
so.
And we were just watching YouTube videos, and I was like, yeah, you know what, man? Like, I'm 5 weeks through this, and I actually don't think I'm gonna have a cigarette ever again.
Yeah.
Like, I'm to the point now where I get the cravings, but I don't need one, and I'm okay.
Yeah.
And you're like, I remember you were sitting there, we're knocking back Busch Lights, and
The
you.
downside was your sense of taste is coming back, and you're
Yes.
wasting it on Busch Light.
Exactly, right, exactly. But yeah, you're like, man, I'm proud of you, buddy. That's great. I'm really proud of you. And you just kept staring at me, and I'm like watching the TV, and I'm drinking my beer, and I feel your eyes
Yeah.
on the side of my face, and I looked over, and I'm like, what? And you're like, never quit drinking.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Don't quit drinking.
And I think you said, I won't.
I won't. I'm not gonna. Don't worry. Never gonna happen.
Yeah. No, I remember thinking that. I remember looking at you going, is this a helpful thing to say to a friend?
Yeah, don't quit. I'm not gonna.
don't care.
Listen, I'm not gonna. You gotta. I like that was the deal. I told everybody when I quit, like all my family and my girlfriend and everything. I'm like, just so you know, as soon as I feel comfortable, I'm hopping right back on the cigar train.
Sure.
Because I love cigars.
Yeah.
I am not giving up cigars.
And now it's been 2 years of you not
It's
smoking.
been.
Yeah, it's been years now of smoking cigars and pipes and stuff.
And I'm fine.
Once a week.
And I'm fine.
Maybe twice if you're here a couple times in a week.
Yeah.
You don't pick up cigarettes.
I don't.
And you know what? If you had to skip it, you'd be fine.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's pretty cool. Like I know that I have at least some kind of willpower.
Yeah.
That I've been able to force on myself.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're winding down here at the
Are
end
we
of the
really
topic.
now?
Yeah, we're about an hour and 35 in.
Okay.
So let me end this food topic with a story.
Let's hear it.
This is the story of my 16th birthday. This is to demonstrate to everybody at this bar and all the listeners what a fat shit I am.
Oh boy.
So when I was 16 years old, when I turned 16, my mom took me out to a steak dinner at Longhorn Steakhouse. I got a 16-ounce something. She's just like, I'll buy you whatever you want. Order big, do what you got to do.
An ounce for every year of your
I got
natural
like,
life.
right. I got like a pound of meat. And it was like a solid cut of steak. I got it was like a ribeye. I don't even remember what I got, but it was a pound of meat. I got sweet potatoes, and I got a big bowl of broccoli cheddar mashed potatoes. I had them do potatoes and put the veggies in them.
Yeah.
And I ate the shit out of that meal. I mean, I pounded it straight down. There was like not even gristle left on the plate. It was just done. And so I'm at the end of the meal, and I remember I'm sitting across from my mom. You know when you get the meat sweats?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, you're like, oh god,
Because
you're
eating
so.
a food like that is a workout. Eating
Yes,
a steak
it's a
is
fucking, especially a big one.
I'm having jazz punk flashbacks.
Yeah. Get the meat sweats on you, just like, and I remember I'm sitting there and I'm going, oh god, I'm so full. My mom's like, are you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just so full and I'm sweating.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I guess I'm turning pale and she's getting nervous for me. And and I'm like, I don't think I can eat anymore. And the waitress comes back and she's like, we thinking about dessert? And I said, yeah, I'll have the fried cheesecake bites. And if you don't know, Longhorn used to have it was little chunks of cheesecake that they deep fry
Yeah.
and then put into an ice cream sundae.
Yeah. It's incredible.
It is fucking incredible because the cheesecake and the batter is all hot and it starts to melt the ice cream around it. I just didn't skip a beat. I didn't even think about it. I'm like, yeah, I'll have the fried cheesecake bites, please. And I got this weird sideways look from my mom. She's like, are you going to be able to eat that? I'm like, oh, yes, I will. Don't rest assured, this will be gone by the end of it. I'm going to hate myself later, but I'm going to eat it all.
On this note, I just want to, as an addendum to this, tell you that not long ago I was online and I saw an article about the competitive eating steak record.
Yeah.
A woman who ate, you won't believe this, her name is Molly Schuyler.
I don't believe that at all.
What a preposterous! She ate 3 72-ounce steaks.
My God!
3 72-ounce
Where do you even
steaks.
get a 72-ounce steak, let alone
She did this in Amarillo, Texas, and do you want to know how quickly she did it?
Probably
Guess.
not.
A minute 28.
Under an
A
hour?
little more than that.
3 hours.
Was it under an
Not
hour?
3 hours. Less than an hour.
What?
Less than an hour? Jesus Christ!
Over 13 pounds of steak consumed in 20 minutes.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh,
out of here.
Jesus, unbelievable.
Video exists of her doing. She did 2 steaks in about 12 minutes.
How many bypass surgeries has she had?
No, this woman's just. I don't know. She's a fucking beast.
Jesus.
She's like
Obviously.
sponsored, like one of these like actual competitive
Did she
eaters.
shit another human? Seriously? Like a whole cow?
Can you
Just-
imagine a 13-pound turd?
Oh my God.
Yeah, this woman's. She's remarkable. She's from Sacramento. She's 35 years old. She ate, oh my God, 3 of these things in 20 minutes.
You know what? I think if I really worked at it and I had 3 hours, I could get through 1 72-ounce
Yeah.
steak.
Yeah.
One.
Right, 'cause
and
that's
I
all
would
you got-
not be happy.
That's all you got to do to get
I would
it
also
free.
need a ton of Heinz 57.
Right, exactly. It's something. You gotta water, like a big pitcher of water.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the best about that, the when she did the 2 steak record, was that it was 2 full meals. So it's 2 72-ounce
With
steaks,
the fixins?
2 salads,
She had the fixins!
and 2 big biscuits.
Oh my God.
No, baked potatoes. And
Oh
watching
my God.
her do the baked potatoes was the best part.
Yeah.
Because she just takes it, puts it in front of her, pounds it with her fist, baked potato explodes, she mushes it and just stuffs it all in her mouth.
Oh my
She
God.
had a baked potato down in about like 40 seconds.
You know what? That's gross, but that's no less impressive. That's incredible. I'm not even grossed out that much.
I can't
by
even
that.
get through the free bread in that amount of
I
time.
know. My God.
It's ridiculous. This
My
woman just like goes
face
fucking
it.
town.
That's
I will show you guys this video later. You will not believe it.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
Wow.
and she picks up the steak with her bare hands and just starts going hum, 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 like corn right across
Oh my
it.
God.
Jesus.
It's ludicrous.
I'll bet she didn't get it well done.
How much
I don't think you
ketchup
could.
was used?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Zero ketchup.
Zero ketchup.
Sans ketchup. All right,
it's sad she's
this is
more
a
of a
good
man.
place to take the break. We'll be back with what we learned and recommendations. So,
Yeah.
Yay.
see you guys in a little bit.
All right.
Thank you, Roger Sick Bastard. Hello, it's me, Roger Sick Bastard again, for Roger Sick Bastard's Lotion and Vegetable Stand LLC Productions Corporation Business Group. I'm here to talk to you today about a new product that I'm building on the recommendations of the dudes, called the Scrotumin.
Excellent.
Let me explain this to you. Have you ever been sitting atop your bar stool? Oh, I'm sorry. You probably don't have a bar. I forget sometimes, as I have 14 separate bars just in my ground floor of my lavish estate, most of which only serve such fine concoctions as rotten banana water, apple juice and scotch, and yak piss. But if you did have a bar, the product that you should buy is the Scrotumin. Let me be clear. The Scrotumin is only the finest device designed for the comfort of your testicles. A soft, cushioned stool which rests only slightly below your standard bar stool height for your boys in blue. It's been stitched in the finest of gold filigree and made from camel hair, stitched together by crying Chinese children in a sweatshop in Beijing that I own. Let me be clear. When I say this, what I mean to say is that I own a sweatshop in Beijing filled with children, and all the children inside of it, and all their parents. and all their parents' houses, and all their parents' property. And to clarify even further, I don't care about any of them, or any of their feelings, or any of their sad little Chinese tears. Because I'm rich. So very, very rich. So take a load off of your beanbag with the Roger Sick Bastard Scrotuman. Your filthy, disgusting, tepid baby chamber will be comforted by the gentlest of clouds with the Roger Sick Bastard LLC production Scrotuman. Buy today for only 9 easy payments of $143.95. Checks payable to Roger Sick Bastard Corporation LLC Productions Enterprises. Welcome back to the Three Dude Cast, everybody. And we're back. This was a good topic, I think.
Yeah,
It was a lot of fun. It was a nice, easy one for a change.
Yeah.
I didn't have to think too hard about coming up with it.
That was good.
Nice and easy. We're almost definitely going to get a pizza after this.
Everyone's appetites have been sufficiently agitated.
I am definitely
Still full of Arby's.
rest assured. I'm going to get a pizza after this.
Yeah.
It's
What
going
if
to
you put
happen.
Arby's on a pizza?
Ooh, roast beef pizza.
Oh, that red ranch they put on the beef and cheddar.
I was gonna say instead of sauce, Arby's sauce.
Yeah, sauce base is Arby's sauce with little pockets of horsey. You take the roast beef, you put it on top, and you hit that with a blowtorch and kind of crisp
Crisp
the
it
edges
up.
there.
Oh my god!
Then some of the beef and cheddar on top.
Just scatter that
Oh
on
my
there.
god! I think it just came.
And then, then take the whole thing, roll it up in a tube, and fuck it.
Yeah. Well, it's hot.
Ouch!
Molten hot.
Oh, it stings!
All right. I guess we should get into our recommendations.
Yes,
this
we
week.
should.
We wrap up. Anybody want to start us off?
I'll start us off.
Go for it.
I got one that I didn't think I was going to like, but I tried it out. It's on Netflix. There's a special that I think Netflix produced. I can't remember if it's one of their originals or not. It's Nick Kroll and what's his face? John Mulaney. It's the Oh Hello live on Broadway. Have you seen this at all?
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
What?
No, go ahead. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Yeah, have you seen it? Have you heard about it? It's okay. So these two characters played by John Mulaney and Nick Kroll. There's these old Jewish dudes who live on the Upper West Side. They're the guys that on SNL would appear somewhat frequently to do they talk together. They had a thing called Too Much Tuna where they just show a sandwich that has too much tuna in it, and then someone has to respond, "That's too much tuna," and they go, "Yay!" But the basically the idea of this is those two characters on Broadway being themselves, but also putting on a play they wrote for Broadway. So you're watching a play conceived by these two guys, so it's terrible, but also amazing. There's the whole thing is very self-referential. They had a moment where they got was it Steve Martin? No, not Steve Martin. I mean, it was Steve Martin. Oh God, now I'm just blanked out on who it was. I think it was Steve Martin that they got on stage as a guest and sort of interviewed him. The whole thing's really funny. I guess it's really hard to know what to say about it other than it's some. I think those two characters are so funny. They're like lifelong bachelors and they're just really goofy and weird. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it.
there you go.
I wish I had a better case to make.
That's all I got to
really
say about
don't.
that.
At one point, there's a gigantic curtain that falls down on the stage and drapes over everything, and it's a gigantic tuna sandwich. And the sheet splits in the middle, so it has a flapping mouth. And they're running around going, "Oh, this set looks so expensive." like, the whole thing is like really, really self-aware. I super recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing you could totally just pass over and not think it's any good.
Yeah, totally just pass over.
I mocked the joke.
L'chaim!
Hi.
Yeah, watch Oh Hello. It's actually really good.
Okay.
And in fact, one last thing about it, Matthew Broderick is in it for a scene where like someone knocks on the door and then they're supposed to let him in.
They don't for like 5 minutes, and then one character storms out, and he's still behind the door waiting to come on stage, and they shut the door like he's not there, and then they come back in, and he's still there, and they just shut. He never makes an appearance. Matthew Broderick is just there to be like he's supposed to be in the play, and he never makes it in. That's awesome. That's his whole role.
It's a good little slate.
Highly recommend this. In fact, I'll probably end up showing you guys a clip of it later, so I can actually explain what the fuck it is that's so funny about it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I can go next. I would like to recommend two things. One's going to lead into the other because I feel like I can't talk about the second thing without first talking about Hotline Miami, which I may have already recommended on the show.
I think we've talked about it at least.
Hotline Miami 1 and 2, very fun, very challenging games that will leave a lasting impression on you. Go play them; they're fucking awesome.
Sweet soundtrack.
Yeah. And the soundtrack of Hotline Miami 2 is what brings me to my second recommendation, which is an album by an artist named Carpenter Brute called Trilogy.
Okay.
Which I believe is actually a combination of 3 EPs that he's put out. But it's I guess you would describe it as like synth, like a pop synth grunge punk metal type thing.
Okay.
It's
House, dubstep.
yeah, it's
Jazz, Zydeco.
but
With a vuvuzela.
Native Maori chants.
Yeah, but every song sounds like it's like, straight out of a level from an arcade game
Okay.
or
like Portal or something like that.
Like we're 16
well, not
bit.
even like more like think more like harsh 80s synth.
Gotcha.
Like the Journey to Silius. You ever play that one?
That's a good one.
I
yeah.
love that game.
That's a good
I don't
game.
know if I ever have played that.
Okay.
But the sort of thing you would expect from Hotline Miami soundtrack, and Carpenter Brute has a few tracks in Hotline Miami 2, and it's just super cool to listen to while you're really while you're playing anything, or if you're driving, it's really cool to listen to. But it's really good. It's really gritty. It's real trippy. So I highly recommend it. Trilogy by Carpenter Brute.
I dig that.
Nice.
I dig that. I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah. Dig. Recommendations?
Yeah, they actually just released the trailer for the new Netflix Death Note movie.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Desu Note.
The trailer looks pretty sweet. A lot of people are bitching about the cast, which
Who fucking cares?
yeah, they're not Japanese. No fucking shit. It's
Yeah,
it's an interpretation. It's an adaptation.
Death Note is the shit.
Death
by the
Note is
way.
fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
Death Note's really cool.
I typically don't watch anime other than Initial D, which is fucking awesome,
Yeah.
and Death Note, which was fucking
Really
awesome.
good. Death Note's incredible. Yeah,
is.
It's. I'm not a big anime guy either, but
So it is
Death
a
Note-
live action movie, though.
It is live action with
Sweet.
Willem Dafoe as Reed.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Which right there, I mean, that's worth it right there.
You had me at Defoe.
Yeah. So
Always.
that's, and also, well, just on that note too, if you are going to watch Initial D, fantastic. I recommend watching it. Watch the Japanese cut and read the subtitles.
Yeah.
Because the
Always.
American dub is fucking terrible. It really
Usually,
ruined.
though, kind of like odd.
The only one that's
Death-
passable is Bebop, I think.
I don't know. Death Note was good.
Bebop's good.
I like the
Big O is
English
also
dub.
really good.
Death
Yeah.
Note.
Yeah.
Evangelions was alright.
Yeah, it's hard. You almost have to. I feel like most of those animes, you got to watch the subtitles. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the way to do it.
Okay, so
Or learn Japanese, but I think subtitles are just easier.
It's way easier. Yeah,
do
right.
this for me. And don't murder me, but I've never watched Death Note and never read Death Note.
Okay.
I've never.
So
me
give
either.
me the elevator pitch for Death Note. The concept.
Basically, you have Shinigamis, which are gods of death.
Okay.
And they have notebooks,
Okay.
death notes. And one releases into the human world.
Okay.
And pretty much whoever's name you write, if you have their picture of their face in your mind, you write their name in the death note, they die.
Ah.
And it becomes this whole like murder investigation kind of thing because the main character, who becomes known as Kira,
Yeah.
he pretty much is killing all the criminals and everything in the world. Then there's a big criminal investigation. It's very interesting.
It's
a cool
it's a
premise.
really good show.
And isn't it like the detective who's on the case, like he's immune to the death note because they don't know his real name.
They don't know his actual name yet. You have to know their actual name and have the picture of their face in your mind.
Okay.
So if you hide your face, then you can. Well,
That's sweet.
yeah, actually. Well, until you have the eyes, you
Yeah,
can,
you
you
have
can
to
trade.
have
You can
the
get
eyes,
the Shinigami eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
In which case you can. No, you have to look at them. You
Yeah,
can
that's
see their
right.
face, and their name appears above their head.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so you can just see a face. You don't need to know their name because it'll appear. But it's definitely worth checking out, and it's fairly short. I want to
it's
say
not
there's
long.
only like 30, maybe 40 episodes
Something
total.
like that.
If that, I mean, you
That's
can knock
cool.
it out in a long, lazy weekend.
There's like I would like as a non-anime fan, there's a couple that I would consider essentials. Like one of them would be Death Note. You gotta like at least one time check out Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
You gotta check out Bebop, but Death Note's definitely up
See,
there.
I liked it because it's a good balance between the supernatural. Because yes, there's that supernatural element, but it's a lot more based in kind of realism.
Sure.
Crime drama.
Right,
Noir.
exactly.
It seems noirish
Yeah,
to me.
it's very like that, just with kind of a supernatural element.
And it made sense. It wasn't like Mobile Suit Gundam where you never had any idea what the fuck was happening.
Yeah, it was just really cool for big space robots.
Right, exactly. Yeah, Gundam was way too many politics for me, but
Yeah.
it had cool robots. So
It did.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. Yeah,
So
I would.
I'm
second that.
anxious to see the Netflix movie. People who bitch about the cast, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, no,
Seriously.
Death Note's cool. Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Hashtag Death Note so white.
They made L black, so come on.
So I'm wearing a Biggie shirt.
Are you?
We're gonna continue the trend of recommending an album. I'm gonna go ahead and recommend Biggie's "Ready to Die,"
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
the first major release from Notorious B.I.G. from 1993. Is when Puffy found him and put on that fucking masterclass of an album. Little known fact, it is. Nas's Illmatic was the first album to get 5 mics in the source, which was like considered not doable at the time. Like if you ever actually go ahead and do that. Find a copy of the source article where they reviewed Illmatic and just read because the woman who reviewed it was just like, that's the best, dude. It's my favorite album.
Yeah.
I've listened to it several hundred times and it's always good every time I hear it.
Withstood the test of time.
It's incredible. Yeah, it's incredible. But that was the first one that got the 5 mics rating. And if you read the review for Illmatic in the source, it's just basically this woman going, "Look, man, I know." We said we would never do this, but this is really worth it. So the second album that got 5 mics in the source came out a couple months later, and it was Biggie's "Ready to Die."
Nice.
And the album is composed of the A side is a bunch of stuff he did before he got signed, and they put it on the album, and Puffy touched up the production value a little bit on it. So the A side is like young, like paranoid, just trying to get into it, Biggie, and it's really intense and it's really heavy. And then the B side is like the stuff that everybody knows that you heard a lot on the second album, which is the smooth, you know what I mean, Big Papa, you know what I mean. It's got, I think, probably the best lyrical rap composition ever written. It's a song called "Juicy."
Yeah.
Which, everybody, it was
Everyone
all
knows
a dream. I
Juicy.
used to read a Word Up magazine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that is, I think, that is, like, if you want to explain to somebody what rap music is, that's what you play for them.
Yeah.
Because that's, like, the perfect song. So, check out
They
that
don't
album.
know. And if they don't know, now they know.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I actually want to follow up with you a little bit about your music recommendations. And you too, Ben, actually, because I think you guys both talked about this at length recently. Was Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah. Did you listen to the new album?
I went back because I didn't listen to Kendrick at all.
Yeah.
So I've steeped myself a couple of times now into Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
That album is so
Fucking cool.
fucking cool.
It's cool, right?
Beginning to end, the guy, I didn't realize how much character work
Oh,
he does
yeah. Oh,
throughout
yeah.
the album. It's just insane, and like some of the coolest, funkiest fucking beats
It's
ever.
cool, dude. Yeah, it's cool. And all his albums are distinct from one another if you listen to them back. I felt like I said this earlier on in an earlier episode. I bought Kendrick's new album. I felt like I missed out on the last 15 years of rap music.
Yep.
Like it's really good. It's really good. All the stuff.
There's moments that are incredibly hilarious.
Yeah.
Hearing him, actually, I'm not sure that it's him. I don't. But the whole second track of "This Dick Ain't Free." like the more times I heard it, the funnier it got to me.
Right.
And it's all over this crazy frenetic, like jazz. You know, this dick ain't free.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, it's good, man. That's a fucking sick.
Yeah, and you can hear George Clinton all over.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
You know,
it's totally
including
the West
literally on the first track.
Coast. Yeah, right.
But just like such an inspired and creative album, and I can't believe I missed it.
Listen to Damn. You're gonna really like.
I'm
Damn.
going to.
That's a good one.
It's my
That's
next
really
one.
Good. It's good.
I really wanted to soak myself in this album and really kind of take it in.
Yeah.
And I think that Damn will be the next one.
Yeah, I gotta.
Going with musical recommendations.
Yeah.
I will say, Between the Buried and Me is coming to Cleveland in
Again?
September.
Yeah.
And it is the Colors 10th anniversary tour.
Oh, are they gonna do the whole album?
They are playing the entirety
Yes.
of Colors, which I still say, right in front of Alaska, Colors is the best.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh.
It is their best album.
I don't think I really know them.
Oh, they're
It's
fantastic.
it's
They're
metal with keyboards.
Yeah, they're extremely heavy metal. Especially on Alaska and Colors albums, it feels like a heavy metal Bohemian Rhapsody.
Kinda,
Yeah, right.
Listen to Ants of the Sky.
Ants of the Sky. That's the song I was
Love
thinking
that
of.
song.
I'm picturing something kind of prog-ish almost. I'm picturing some kind of
It's
prog.
hard to explain if you never heard of it.
Yeah, we'll put some on for you.
Yeah.
I love that song because there goes into like an accordion breakdown.
It's
Yeah.
weird. It's different.
It's fantastic.
it's
though.
cool,
It's
yeah.
it's very different.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. I'd never heard of them, and then I went to go see them with
Yes.
you in Cleveland. Yeah, that was the show where somebody threw a trash can into the mosh pit.
Yeah.
Like you do.
Like you know, like
Why
you do.
not?
That's also where we saw Animals as Leaders,
Yes.
which was
Oh, my
also
God.
unbelievable
Yeah,
for an
like,
opening
Animals
band.
as Leaders is incredible. Yeah,
3 guys just walk on stage.
Yeah.
two 8-strings
2 guys
guitars.
with 8 strings and a drum set.
Yep,
Nice.
that's it.
Unfucking believable.
Yeah, they were incredible.
They sounded just amazing.
Jaw dropping.
Yes.
jaw dropping.
Because usually those opening bands, you're like, oh, okay.
Whatever, I'll set up a little
sit here,
bit,
There's some okay music. No, I was like, fuck. I bought their album
Yeah.
Yeah.
after that.
Oh, it's incredible.
Didn't
dude.
pirate it. Bought it.
Bought it. Yeah, paid for it.
I supported them $12.99.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah, it's insane, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
those guys
it was
are
fantastic.
Tosin Abasi, that's the lead guitarist's name.
Yeah.
They don't sing. There's no like.
No, there's no vocals.
There's no vocals. It's just
all
instrumentation.
instrumental.
Yeah.
But just unbelievable.
It's incredible. Yeah, incredible
Sweet.
skill.
I gotta
yeah.
check them out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
CAFO is like their
CAFO,
one.
that's the big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the opening riff is just unbelievable. Yeah.
It's that sweet picking thing. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to
cool,
listen
dude.
to that.
Fucking
He is fantastic. But check out their tour schedule because Between the Buried and Me, playing Colors in full, definitely worth
That'd
it.
be cool.
And tickets are like $25.
Right, I was gonna say
so,
they're not expensive. Yeah.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
I'm looking really forward
It's
to the
gonna be
concert.
cool. That's gonna be cool.
Right.
All right, should we get into what we learned?
Yeah, sure. Did we learn things? I learned things.
I learned-
Baby or Fuba?
Yeah, baby. Yeah,
Yeah.
baby or fupa.
You gotta baby that. That's you only got one fupa.
You gotta don't wear a belt, wear suspenders.
Yeah. I learned cookie table, but no context.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
cookie
you
table.
can.
Just cookie table.
Have one.
I learned that the '60s were a great time to be alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned Hunt's ketchup is the 9/11 of condiments.
Yeah. I learned Heinz 13 sauce summons a spooky ghost.
I learned that you need to get on your knees and eat that beaver.
I learned that well done steaks are worse than racism.
I learned that Keith Friendly is a dumb fuck.
I learned that just about anything can be done well in the duck's asshole. 45 hours,
have down
250 to 350 degrees.
I have down here, you can shove a lot of food up a duck's asshole. That was my last one.
I just wrote down baked patinkin with a side of Laffy Daffy.
I have river food doesn't roll off the tongue the same way as seafood.
I have the Omega Musketeer is no bueno.
The
You
last
mega musketeer.
the last one I have on here just says Sigourney Weaver's tube meat.
And And the last thing I learned is that Slam will do anything for shrimp.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious shrimp. Yeah, tramps. Yeah, I think that's a successful.
Yay!
Something.
All right, episode. Oh God, this is spooky episode 13.
Episode 57.
This will henceforth be known as episode 57.
Like Sewing Scoob.
Oh my God! Yeah, no. I guess the last thing to leave this with is thank you, Roger Sick Bastard, for sponsoring this.
Yes.
podcast.
And it's obvious by the amount of cash influx into this show how
Yes,
much better
exactly.
it is now, right?
Right. You may notice that we're not using a better microphone with all this money.
No, just
And
these
we'll-
just these nice scrotumins.
You might be saying
Scrotumins,
the scrotumins. Yeah, I love
scrotum
my
lotion.
scrotum. Yeah.
Scrotum perfume.
And a nice fancy pen like a quill.
Yep.
I've been
Scrotum
writing my-
bow ties.
Screw ties.
So thank you, Roger.
Yes.
Thank you
all
for
the
sponsoring us.
scrotum themed products that make this show so
We
great.
will at some point with Roger Sick Bastard's money get better audio equipment sometime in the next 5 to 105 episodes.
Yeah, it's somewhere in that range.
So listen for that when
Yeah.
that happens.
Gosh, that'd be nice.
If and we're still doing this.
105? Yeah, we could do that.
And until next time, Slam, you're going to be hosting next week. So
Fucking
get
A.
ready. Get your topic ready. Thanks for listening, everybody. Take care.
Bye bye, babies.